Ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
It is a crisp 59-degree night in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. We're on the campus of Geneva College, where tonight it's high school football on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. It is a big MAC matchup tonight, as 4-3 Ellwood City will take on 3-4 Beaver Falls. Tim Continenza and Eric Thomas with you here tonight, and it's a pretty good game here. We'll get to some of the issues with Beaver Falls here in a second, but Ellwood City's got a lot of momentum right now. They got one of the best rushers in the WPIAL, and Elijah Palmer McCain. We'll see him here tonight. Beaver Falls not 100%. How do you see this game going?
Yeah, this is one of those matchups that you just I've been thinking about it all week, and with all the issues that are going on. And I kind of come down to two thought processes, and it may sound crazy, but I think it's going to either be a really close, low-scoring game, like 12-6, maybe 14-6 type score, or you may see one team put on 30, 40 points. And it always depends on the injuries and the availability of certain players. And Palmer McCain is such a game breaker. If he gets out in open field, he can really control a ball game and score from any time he has the ball in his hands. I seen the game earlier this year where they controlled him and took him out of the game, and he really was unable to get anything going, and then got kind of clipped towards the end of the game and unable to play. So his health is going to be important for Ellwood City, but all indications is that he's healthy. And as you mentioned, Beaver Falls has some injury issues, so you get this time of the year as you get into October and you roll into the second half of the season.
Yeah, they're going to be, again, without their big left tackle, Samari McCoy, who missed last week's game. He is out indefinitely, as we told you last week, with a foot injury. Now, they also have some other issues tonight. Starting quarterback Deshaun Anderson and starting running back Italian Beauford are both dressed tonight but will not play for Beaver Falls, undisclosed reason. That means that the quarterbacking duties will go to Caden Brickner and Gary Pugh. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we detail the starting lineups. Tonight's game at lcsportsnet.com is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, keeping you in the game, MVP Insurance, Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George, The Red Zone, Castle Asphalt, Newcastle Transit Authority, Washington Center Physical Therapy, Madur Bonner Law, Penn, Ohio Bottled Water, Health and Motion Physical Therapy, Pontius Insurance, Joseph's Marketplace, Dorn Concrete, Gem Builders Incorporated, Works in Progress, BMF Tax and Financial, City Rescue Mission, the Tri-County Principals Association, the Shenango Teachers Association, Union Volunteer Fire Department, Mahoning Volunteer Fire Department, the Laurel Teachers Association, and Union Area Education Association, and the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk more about tonight's festivities here at Geneva College. A gorgeous night. We're glad to have you along with us here tonight on the LC Sports Network. You're watching live coverage of high school football on the LC Sports Net, powered by LCAP.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Back here on the Washington Center Physical Therapy pregame show. When your doctor orders physical therapy, tell them you have a choice and where to go. Choose Washington Center Physical Therapy, centrally located in downtown Newcastle. Let Norm Gabriel and the staff at Washington Center Physical Therapy get you back on your feet. Visit Washington Center, that's CENTREPT.com, to schedule your appointment. Ellwood City, Beaver Falls here tonight at Geneva College, and this is a bit of a homecoming of sort for Beaver Falls head coach Nick Nardone. Of course, he played at Ellwood City. Everybody knows that. Played quarterback there, then went on to play his college football at Lafayette, where he actually flipped over to linebacker, and that's where he became a defensive-minded coach. This series, though, completely controlled by Beaver Falls. And we all know the Ellwood City story. This is a program that right now, Tim, has a ton of momentum on their side. They finally are getting it, and there's this rejuvenation of the program. And I was talking to Coach Bradley down on the field before the pregame show, and he was like, yeah, our kids get it. They're excited. We have good numbers. We're not really worried about the future anymore because of what they've been able to do this season.
Yeah, I think it started last year. I mean, it was a tough year last year because they were on the road every game because of the stadium being renovated. And now that the renovation's over, they got a lot of home games this year. So they're very familiar with their home standings. I think this is going to be the challenge here tonight, getting on the road and performing to their capabilities. But, yeah, I think you got that feeling that this is an opportunity for Ellwood City kind of make a statement about where they want to be, not just this season, but in the future seasons.
Yeah, and you mentioned road games. They are on the road for the first time this season tonight right here. They've played every game at home until tonight. It's
right.
Unbelievable.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's going to be the real challenge here tonight. How do they – now, granted, it's not a big road trip, which is fantastic. I mean, it's just basically down the road.
They share the exit off the turnpike. It's incredible.
Exactly. So, I mean, they're neighbors in a sense, and the players probably know each other very well, which is another quality matchup that between these two schools. But there's nothing more than they want is to come into this facility and win a game, especially on senior night, and kind of spoil it for Beaver Falls. So I think there's a lot on the line for both teams because, I just mentioned, being senior night, you know you don't want that bad taste the rest of your life of saying, yeah, we had a great senior night, but we fell. We celebrated great, pregame and halftime, but we came up short in the game, and you'll have that the rest of your life. So I think there's a lot of things that each team is going to be trying to achieve here tonight besides just the emotions of the game.
How can Ellwood City run the football against this Beaver Falls line? Because even without Samari McCoy in that starting lineup, you still have a lot of beef up front defensively for this Tigers team. And, Mohawk, and we've talked about this. You've seen them. I've seen them. We know that they're not the explosive running team. They're more of a passer, high-octane offense. But this Beaver Falls defensive front is still a nightmare. And last week, Mohawk only ran for 29 yards on 25 carries. The carries helped balance out the offense. The yardage didn't, and they relied on Jay Rono to get out of that game. Can Ellwood City run the football here tonight?
Ellwood City has to run the ball to be successful. That absolutely must. And we've seen that when Ellwood City's rushing game was stopped a couple weeks ago and really had no chance of success. And they put a lot of pressure on quarterback Chris Smiley to really lead this team. And, turnovers are a big part. Turnovers last year for Smiley was a big part of every game. This year he's cut those in half and done even better. He's only had one really game where they threw the ball and they got intercepted a few times and they had fumbles. They had a lot of problems holding on to the ball. However, with Elijah Palmer-McCain, you want to just feed him the ball. You want to get him in different positions, meaning obviously if you can run him from the edge, you want to run him to the edge. If you can run him through the tackles, you want to run him through the tackles. If you can run him off center, and that you want to do it. You want to keep that defense guessing where he's going to be. If you have to line him up in the slot and have him coming around on the end, you want to do that in a game like this today, in my opinion. I think you want to use him as much as you can, but not necessarily the same look every time.
How about from an Ellwood City standpoint, and when you watch the film on Beaver Falls, you see Deshaun Anderson. We knew that they were going to play 3 quarterbacks this season, but you see Deshaun Anderson last week pretty much every game. Now tonight you're not going to have him to defend against. You have to decide what you're going to do with Gary Pugh when he's in there. Caden Brickner's only attempted 10 passes for this Beaver Falls team this season, and he was expected to get a lot of the reps, but Anderson has pretty much had that job since night one. How difficult is that going to be for Ellwood City tonight to figure out a different quarterback?
You know, that's the hardest part is you don't have film to study a quarterback and tendencies and game plan for it. You have to do it on the fly. So it's a lot on the defensive coordinator and the defensive back coaches and that to really see what's going on and making adjustments in game and tell them what we're going to do. You're probably going to see a basic set most of the game, at least in the first maybe 10 or 15 snaps, just to get an idea of what they're up against. But each one has different skill sets. So it'll be interesting to see how they use them and when they use them and how Ellwood City reacts to that.
And, of course, the other thing with Beaver Falls tonight, we did mention the changes into their starting lineup. No Anderson tonight, no Detalian Beauford. They will get Meach Taylor back tonight, and they will get Kenny Jewell back into the lineup. Those two did not play a week ago against Mohawk. Taylor will get the start tonight at wide receiver, so they're still going to have their accustomed 4 wide receiver set. For Ellwood City, they're pretty healthy except for the fact that Maddox Singer is still not going to play tonight, so that means Michael Walters at defensive end, and they will go with Tristan Reynolds at the left tackle spot. But they really haven't missed a beat not having one of their best linemen out there. They still have they've performed.
They've performed very well, throughout this season, and I think that's going to be the key. Is I think that really we're going to find something out about each team on the opening possession, how they react to it, both offensively and defensively. What team can really shut the other one down, or is able to put maybe 6, 7, 8 plays together and see what happens on that drive. But I think more than anything, you want continuity in your offense and your defense, and you want to see how they react to that. And I believe that's what both teams are going to try to do here tonight.
This is the 96th meeting between these two teams. Beaver Falls controls the series 66-24-5. Last time Ellwood City recorded a win was 2017. And, of course, if you follow this Wolverines program, you know that the last 5 years they were 5-39. They finally have gotten the situation turned around under Dan Bradley, who's in his 11th season overall as a head coach. Of course, stops at Our Lady of Sacred Heart and also at Stowe Rocks. When we come back, we will talk about the keys to tonight's game. We'll run down the starting lineups for you. We'll detail all those changes for you that we've talked about with Beaver Falls. You're watching the Washington Center Physical Therapy pregame show. When your doctor orders physical therapy, tell them you have a choice in where to go. Choose Washington Center Physical Therapy, centrally located in downtown Newcastle. Let Norm Gabriel and the staff at Washington Center Physical Therapy get you back on your feet. Visit WashingtonCenterPT.com to schedule your appointment. That's WashingtonCenterPT.com to schedule your appointment. You're watching live coverage of high school football on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
After 2 shoulder surgeries, my doctor wanted me to go to his physical therapy, which was out of town, and I chose Washington Center Physical Therapy.
The availability is absolutely amazing. When we call to get an athlete in, we get them in the exact same day.
I see many patients preoperatively for orthopedic surgeries. Those patients who use Washington Center have the best outcomes.
The bottom line is Washington Center Physical Therapy is your best choice for physical therapy.
Call us at Washington Center Physical Therapy, serving the community for over 20 years.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Nature of the beast.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate.
Josh Mathur, and David Veratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Congratulations to our first LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor the Ellwood City Boys Cross Country Team as a September LCAP Team of the Month. Congratulations to Coach Nathan Brown and the Ellwood City Cross Country Team as our inaugural LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Sophia Cavelli of Neshannock Golf as the September LGKG Female Athlete of the Month. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Jay Rona of Mohawk Football and Golf as September's LGKG Male Athlete of the Month. Congratulations and best of luck to Sophia Cavelli and Jay Rona, your LGKG Athletes of the Month.
Back here at Geneva College as we get set for Beaver Falls and Ellwood City here tonight in this Class 2A MAC matchup. And both teams pretty well set as far as the playoffs go. Really, the only thing that's going to change over the next couple of weeks, and there are some monster games, excuse me, the next 2 weeks here with the Midwestern Conference. Mohawk obviously in first place along with Neshannock. They're both 4-0, and they will meet in the final week of the season. Western Beaver, Ellwood City, and Beaver Falls are all 3, 4, and 5, respectively, in the conference, and they are pretty much all set. So it's just going to be a matter of seeding and positioning within the Midwestern Conference. But still a pretty big game here tonight for both sides. Let's take a look tonight at our keys to the game, which are brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services. Call Joe Wright at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting project. Now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial properties. Well, we thought tonight it was going to be da-de-da, and that's Anderson, Harris, and Beaufort. That's not going to be the case because two of those are not going to play for Beaver Falls tonight, and that is Deshaun Anderson and also Detalian Beaufort. Denari Harris is still going to play tonight, and he expects to be a pretty big factor. But one of the main keys for this Ellwood City team, regardless of who is available for Beaver Falls tonight, they got to stop the run tonight.
Yeah, it's the key. You got to stop the run. You got to stop, Palmer McCain. That is going to be key for the Tigers here tonight. There's no question about it. I think more importantly, it is the next man up type scenario. Yeah, some of your normal starters, your big guns are not available, so it's the next guy up. They're going to be the most important part of that call. Can they continue to play at the level that the Tigers are used to seeing all season long?
And then for Ellwood City, the linebacker play tonight is going to be paramount too, especially if Beaver Falls gets any kind of momentum up front. We expect that second level. Of course, guys like Declan O'Brien have been fantastic for this team. Caden Daccio also has been really, really good at that linebacker spot this season. 8.5 tackles a game, 17 for loss. He leads the team in total tackles tonight and also has 7 sacks. So keep an eye on him tonight. And then limit big plays, simple as that. Last week, Mohawk really didn't allow any big plays against this Beaver Falls team. They played very disciplined defense. Beaver Falls went more to a kind of a ground and pound attack using that big offensive line up front. we know that they can hit home runs from just about anywhere on the field. Ellwood City's going to have to be on their heels tonight for that.
And that's the key. I mean, they're going to spread out the field, the Tigers, and they're going to, like you said, on any given play, try to look for a matchup that they can take advantage. So it's going to be eliminating those big plays is going to be huge. And I think controlling the game offensively, if they can run the ball and just, shorten this game a little bit, I think they're going to have the best opportunity.
Yeah, no question about that. Starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your team. Don't let just anybody lay the foundation for your home or business. Visit DoranConcrete.com for your free estimate today. When it comes to your residential or commercial concrete services, you need a team you can rely on. Call Doran Construction for your free estimate today. With over 30 years of experience, Doran Concrete is the team of contractors you want laying the foundation for your home or office job. Let's start first with that Ellwood City offense. And we mentioned Maddox Singer not going to play here tonight. Tristan Reynolds gets to start at left tackle. The others from left to right, it's Evan Twiddell, Logan McClymans, Shane Lutz, and Ryder Grinnan will get the start at right tackle. Caden Daccio is the tight end. Of course, Chris Smiley, who's had a really good season, gets to start at quarterback. And we'll call number 2's name out a ton tonight. Elijah Palmer McCain, second leading rusher in the WPIAL. Over 1,000 yards rushing, 10 touchdowns, 5 times over 100 yards this season. The wide receivers are Michael Waters, Declan Gray. Dalen Curry is back in the lineup tonight for this Ellwood City offense, and that's going to be a big, big boost for them. And also Josh Gilchrist tonight for Ellwood City.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a team effort. Let's be quite honest. It's obviously offensive when you look at it. It is going to be the play of Palmer McCain is going to be the leading star of the game. But really, when you get down to it, it is going to be, Smiley's play is going to be important. When they do throw the ball, is able to deliver the ball to his receivers properly, avoid the turnovers, and, just lead this team like he has done the last couple of years, and what he's done this season, I think, is really imperative for Ellwood City.
For Beaver Falls defensively, they will go with a 4 lineman set up front tonight. Remember, last week they only went with 3, and that is still without Samari McCoy in the middle. So it's Malachi West and also Dominio Sims at the defensive end spots, and then Damon Lee, Jacob Jessamine at the defensive tackle positions. Outside linebackers are Kenny Jewell and Meach Taylor. Bricks Raw and Michael Blackshear will be inside. The secondary is Gary Pugh, Denari Harris, Braden Mulroy, and Zashawn McKelvey. Deshaun Anderson would normally play that free safety spot. He is, again, not in the lineup tonight for Beaver Falls. On the flip side for Beaver Falls, quarterback, we don't know who's going to start tonight. We do know that Gary Pugh and also Caden Brickner will get snaps both tonight in place of Anderson. Anderson had a rough go last Friday night. He was just 5 of 27 for 51 yards, also threw that interception to Justin Boston late in that loss at Mohawk a week ago. They're up front tonight, the same as it was a week ago. Tariq Milner, Malachi West, Jacob Jessamine, Dominio Sims, and Damon Lee from left to right. Gary Pugh, Denari Harris, Sean McKelvey, and Michael Blackshear will get the starts at wide receiver. With Beaufort out, Raw and Kenny Jewell will do the running back position justice for the Tigers tonight.
And when you look at, looking at defensively for the Tigers here tonight, it tells you just how important they want to stop the run, changing their defense from 3 down linemen to 4 down linemen. So West, Jessamine, Lee, and Sims going to be those are names I think we're going to need to be calling tonight if Beaver Falls is going to have success on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. For Ellwood City up front tonight, it'll be Michael Waters and Ryder Grinnan at the defensive end spots. Evan Twiddell in the middle. We'll also see Perry Du Bois in the middle as well. That big 5'11", 340-pound sophomore who gets a pretty good chunk of playing time for this Wolverines defense. Declan Gray, Luciano Gagrick, Declan O'Brien, and Caden Daccio are the linebackers. The secondary tonight, Richard Curtin, Dante Pierce, Dominic Hogue, and also Dalen Curry will be in the secondary. And that's your starting lineup tonight, brought to you by Doran Concrete, laying the foundation for your team. With over 30 years of experience, Doran Concrete is the team of contractors you want laying the foundation for your office job. Give them a visit at Doran Concrete, DORAN Concrete.com for your free estimate today. Perfect night for football here tonight. This is a gorgeous facility, gorgeous press box, gorgeous lights, gorgeous backdrop. Everything here is perfect tonight. Now we just got to hope that the game is as good as the setting.
Exactly. No, you can't ask for a better settings for a high school football game in the middle of October. And, we got to knock on wood here because we're probably going to jinx the heck of ourselves. But it's been a good football season weather-wise all year, and hopefully it'll continue. And hopefully it'll be just part of the story here tonight between these two schools.
Ellwood City takes the field. Of course, record-setting week last week in their win against New Brighton. First quarterback and running back duo to eclipse 1,000 yards in the same season in program history in Palmer McCain and also Chris Smiley. Smiley's the first Ellwood City quarterback to throw for 1,000 yards in a season since 1982 when John Price did it. And we'll see how they answer the challenge here tonight on the road as they are the visiting team for the first time this entire season. And here come the Tigers decked out in their black uniforms. There might be one number change tonight. If you watched this last week and you saw Brooks Rawl, he was 28 tonight, could be wearing number 5. We'll keep an eye on that tonight as well. We get set to go here. Any final thoughts? What are we looking for from each side here tonight?
I think really it comes down to Palmer McCain running the ball and being successful. And then on the other side, you look at the down 4 linemen that we talked about earlier in Wes Sims and Lee and Jessman. Can they stop them? I think that's really going to be the story of the game. Can the Tigers control the running game of Ellwood City? If that happens, I expect a low-scoring game. Something like I mentioned earlier, 12-6, 14-7, 14-6 type scenario. If that's not the case, we can see a lot of points on the scoreboard here tonight.
Other Lawrence County and MAC action tonight. Neshannock is at Riverside. Mohawk takes on Freedom. The other game we have on our network tonight is up in Wilmington as they take on Slippery Rocks. You can tune in for that one. Western Beaver is taking on New Brighton tonight. And other Lawrence County action tonight, Laurel at Southside. We'll see Southside next week against Union. That is a big matchup in Single A next week. And then, of course, also next week, Mohawk and Western Beaver. That's going to be a good one. That possibly could be for a second place, depending on what happens in action tonight. And then, of course, the big one in 2 weeks with Neshannock and Mohawk likely to decide the Midwestern Conference to close out the regular season. But also next week, Shenango at Summit Academy, Union at Northgate, Newcastle, Aliquippa, and Wilmington. Slippery Rock, as we mentioned, is the other game going on tonight. Those are all games going on tonight. Elsewhere around Lawrence County and parts of the Big 7. So a lot of good action here the rest of the season. We got some really big matchups starting tonight. Really good game here. And then the next 2 weeks after that, we got some monster matchups coming up to finish the regular season.
It is going to be a great October. I love this time of the year, the second half of the football season, because you get the seedings kind of up in the air. You kind of find out who the contenders are and who's not, and we'll see how it all winds out as we head towards the playoff season.
See the captains out at midfield for both sides. Ellwood City looking dapper in the white for the first time this season. Again, the road team, they will decline the opening kick. They won the coin toss and will defer. So Beaver Falls will get the ball first. And we will see this offense without a handful of their key contributors, namely Detalian Beauford and Deshaun Anderson, the two big ones that are not out there tonight for this team. We'll see what Caden Brickner brings to the table as far as a quarterback. Only 10 attempts this season. Gary Pugh had a couple of snaps in their opening win over Blackhawk, but he has been pretty quiet as far as the quarterback side goes this season, but we'll see him on display. Of course, he is the New Brighton transfer. It'll be Blackshear and also McKelvey that are back deep to receive for the Tigers. Officials tonight, the referee is John Dudo. The umpire is Ronald Churchin. Head linesman is Charles Costanza. Line judge is Robert Germano. The side judge is Taylor Peruski, and the field judge is Richard Orfido.
Yeah, white.
Caitlin Kreitzer will kick it away for Ellwood City. Dan Bradley saying he has been very impressed with her efforts this season as the starting kicker for this Wolverines team.
Yeah, she's done a fantastic job. The few times I've seen her do it, she's really has some nice kickoffs, including this one.
End over end, and that's going to be taken by Blackshear. And he is popped right away as he gets near the 20-yard line. Caden Daccio lays the lumber to him right away.
Yeah, what a great open open field tackle there. He's seen it right there and went right at his numbers and brought him down.
So Nick Nardone and this Beaver Falls offense will take the field for the first time. They will check on Blackshear to make sure he is okay. And it looks like we're going to get actually Zashawn McKelvey at quarterback for the Tigers. So neither one of the starting quarterbacks that we thought we'd see, Pugh or Brickner, get the start. McKelvey, he'll run it on first down. And there is that linebacking core, but he gets to the outside, the 30, and pushed out of bounds on the Beaver Falls sideline. And he's going to have a first down on the first play of the night.
Yeah, McKelvey made a nice move out to the edge. Once he got to the edge, turned his body upfield and picked up close to 15 yards, if not a little bit more. I think they're going to give him exactly that, 15 on the carry.
That is the first down of the night, first play of the night. And how about Nick Nardone coming out and giving you something a little different than you expect?
Yeah, I don't know if that's just opening. Nope, he's still in at quarterback.
So we'll see how this goes the rest of the night. So neither Brick nor Pugh, both figured to be involved somewhat, but it's going to be McKelvey.
Check that back. There is a different quarterback now. 4.
And now they'll go with Rawl, who's going to get the carry.
Yeah, direct snap.
Wildcat, and he's going to get across the 35. The ball pops loose, and it goes upfield.
And one of the receivers downfield was able to get to the ball first.
McKelvey's the one that recovers it. Declan Gray had the stop for Ellwood City, but on the spot, though, McKelvey recovers that fumble.
Huge play there by McKelvey. Being in the right place at the right time, picking up that ball.
That takes the ball out to the 42. It's 2nd and 2 for Beaver Falls. Rawl has switched to number 23. He was 28 a week ago. Motion. He'll carry it out of that Wildcat again. That breaks out to the left side and just can't get out of the outstretched arms of Dominique Hogue, who makes a stop right at midfield, but it's another 8-yard gain and another first down for Beaver Falls.
Yeah, it looks like a Wildcat is going to be primary attack here tonight for Beaver Falls, as they've been using different people on each of the last 3 snaps to take the ball.
This Beaver Falls team is tested. They have been to the WPIAL Championship 3 years in a row, and they certainly know how to overcome adversity. They've had a handful of it this season. Dealing with it here a little bit more tonight, as Rawl will stay in that Wildcat on 1st and 10 from midfield. Sims in motion. Rawl will carry it again, spins in the middle, and he is into Ellwood City territory to the 45.
Yeah, nice pickup
Curtin
there,
had
close
to
to 5.
Yep.
Nice spin move, too, once he got into the line and was able to pick up that extra 3 yards.
Richard Curtin came up to make the stop. 19 tackles. That's his 20th on the season. This is what Beaver Falls does, though. They get behind this big offensive line, especially Jacob Jessom in the center, 270 pounds.
So it's
McKelvey,
behind the center.
He is back in a quarterback. Sims in motion again. They run it again. Left side, McKelvey, and he is going to get across the 40 and stopped there by Declan O'Brien. Also, Dante Pierce makes the stop. That's a 6-yard pickup from McKelvey, and Beaver Falls moving the ball pretty well here early on.
Yeah, we're just playing football, old-style football. Put the ball in the hands of a running back in the shotgun and let him do the job.
Hurry up offense for the Tigers. Sims in motion again. High snap. McKelvey right through the left side. McKelvey to the 30. Down the sideline and a hard shove out of bounds by Curtin. But he gets another Beaver Falls first down with 9:07 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's impressive watching McKelvey get to the edge and then turn his body upfield and just use that speed to get away into the secondary of Ellwood City.
37 yards on 3 carries already for McKelvey. And this Beaver Falls offense, despite the subtractions tonight, they have not missed a beat on this first drive. They have picked up right where they left off a week ago behind this big O-line. Raw back in at the Wildcat. 9:07 to go. Sims in motion again. Raw going to throw it down the middle, and that one is going to be knocked away into triple coverage.
Well, you know, they only had one receiver down in pattern, and he was going to throw the ball when he had that opportunity. He threw it in triple coverage, but they kind of a jump ball scenario, and he was able to and knock it down and bring up 2nd down and 10 here for Beaver Falls.
Daylon Curry had the deflection that time for Ellwood City. 2nd and 10 from the 23 of the Wolverines. High snap over McKelvey's head. He's going to have to retreat. Trying to get away from traffic. Does. Cuts up field. Saves the yardage down to the 15-yard line, rather. That's going to end up being an 8-yard gain for McKelvey.
What an athletic move. First of all, to turn around and find the ball and pick it up on the bounce, and then head out to the right side, make the move, and use his speed to pick it positive yards up on it. Just a fantastic broken play there for Beaver Falls.
Michael Waters, the stop for the Wolverines. 8:30 to go, first quarter. It's a 3rd and 3. From the 16-yard line. Beaver Falls starting out here tonight, going right down the field. Yep, they are under center for the first time. That is Brickner. He'll hand it off. Raw right up the gut. Trucks the defender. Raw will carry Curry into the end zone for the touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run by Raw. And just like that, Beaver Falls goes right down the field. And they score on the opening possession with 8:09 to go in the first quarter. That was an impressive drive. 9 plays, 80 yards.
Yep.
And an opening touchdown for this Tigers team. And they will go for 2. They won't try to kick it, as Raw is going to just power his way into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So, problems? Don't worry about it. They come right down the field as Beaver Falls. 8:09 to go in the first quarter. They strike first. They lead it 8-0. You're watching high school football coverage on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
8 plays, 90 yards, a touchdown for Raw. Beaver Falls leads it 8-0 as Nate Toney punches that one down the field, and it's returnable. It is Palmer McCain who gets the return up to the 35, so that is where Ellwood City will start. 1st and 10 in an 8-0 hole with 8:04 to go in the first quarter.
That drive summary is brought to you by Joseph's Marketplace Newcastle, your favorite family-owned grocery store and coffee shop. Check out their cafe and bakery section and a place in order to go at josephsnc.com. That, again, was 9 plays, over 80 yards, capped on a 16-yard touchdown run by Rawl and a 2-pointer by Rawl to make it 8-0.
Yeah, Beaver Falls will not kick the extra points much. They tried one last week, did not connect on it, so they will go for 2 most of the time. As Palmer McCain, the first carry of the night for the talented running back, will net a couple.
The most important thing there, I was going to say, is that he got penetration. He was able to get through the line, pick up a couple yards. He twisted and turned, but that's what they need. They need positive yards. Even if it's just 2, they want to bring up 3rd down in manageable situations where they have the whole playbook to play.
2nd and 8. Smiley in the shotgun. He's got his complement of receivers. Curry in motion. He'll put it in the air the first time. Smiley looks, fires, and he just couldn't connect with Curry that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, he had Curry wide open coming across the middle. Just couldn't make that delivery to get to him. And it'll bring up a third down and long situation. This is something what Ellwood City really wants to avoid, is being in this third down and 8 and third down and 9 situations.
Denari Harris, Gary Pugh, Zashawn McKelvey, and Braden Mulwer, the secondary for Beaver Falls tonight. They go with that 2 safety look. Smiley out of the shotgun on third down to fire it down the middle. Got a man wide open. It's Curry. He takes off, and he is going to take it to the house for the touchdown. A 63-yard touchdown strike. And Ellwood City responds with 7:17 to go in the first quarter.
What can you say? Right down the seam. Nobody there. And it was just Curry. It was just a matter of Smiley delivering the ball, delivered it right in stride, and he just took it right down to the end zone for the touchdown. And now we'll see if they choose to go for 2 to try to tie this up. It looks like they will.
They will attempt to chase the point. I think we have started possibly that high-scoring game you thought we might get. As Smiley flings it over the middle, it's incomplete. So it'll stay at 8-6. How about that response, though?
You couldn't ask for a better scenario coming out of a play that, on a previous play, where he had Curry open over the middle and couldn't deliver the ball to him. They go right back to Curry, 63 yards for the touchdown, a 3-play drive. 2-pointer was no good, and that drive summary is brought to you by Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's favorite owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Special daily specials in their new cafe and bakery. Follow them on Facebook. See what's cooking today. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
Ellwood City, we said it in the pregame show, 5-39 the last 5 years. They were 3-33 in conference play. They have not won more than 4 games in a season since 2011, so they're trying to check that one off tonight. The last time they also qualified for the WPIAL playoffs was that season. They actually won a game, and they got knocked out by Greensburg Central Catholic. Snapped a 27-game losing streak that spanned from 2019 to the first 2 games of last season. And you can see why they've been able to flip the script here a little bit with that high-powered offense. As Kreitzer, that's a live ball. Kreitzer, that one down the field. Look at the special teams again. It's Daccio once again for Ellwood City, and Beaver Falls will start on their own 25-yard line.
Those are film plays. They're going to stop and replay those a couple different times on both those kickoff coverages there for Ellwood City. As Daccio made a nice play both times. Now it's really gut check time, and it's early in the game, but it's kind of, all right, they went on a big long drive last time, 9 plays. They used the Wildcat. They ran the ball. They threw only 1 time. Now is an opportunity to see what this defense can make any changes and see if they can make a stop here against this Tigers offense.
Brickner is back into quarterback for the Tigers. They look like they will operate with their usual personnel now. Rawl, the deep back on 1st and 10. 7:14 to go opening quarter. Teams have traded scores. Rawl right side. Stacked up Hogue and also O'Brien are there for the stop for Ellwood City. 2-yard run on 1st down with 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
And that's exactly what they're looking to do. They want to make a stop. You don't want more than give up 1 or 2 yards on 1st down. You want to keep them in long distance scenario and maybe get them uncomfortable and have to throw the ball, something that they're not really known to do well.
And Brickner would be you would presume anyway,
right.
Brickner would be the better of the quarterbacks to pass it if they do decide to do that. He's only attempted, though, 10 this season. Cousin of the graduating quarterback last year, Jaron Brickner. Hands off to Rawl again, up the middle. Again, a short run. That interior line, Shane Lutz, or rather Ryder Grennan, had the stop that time for Ellwood City, and that's going to bring up 2nd down, or rather 3rd down and 6. Another 2-yard run there for Rawl.
Yeah. This is a scenario you really got to like if you're Ellwood City defense. This defensive call is going to be important here because you want to get a 3 and out because you just scored. You're trailing by 2 because of the two-pointer, but you would love to get them off the field as soon as possible and get your offense back on to have an opportunity to answer again.
McKelvey's going to come in at that Wildcat set again on 3rd down and 6 from the 31. Tigers trying to keep this drive alive. McKelvey, left side. Daccio is right there to drag him down in the backfield. Somehow McKelvey kept it alive, and he's going to just barely get back near the line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he struggled to get him by the ankle there, and he was just trying to shake it and get that extra yardage back, and he did, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and punting situation here for the Tigers. So Ellwood City, give them credit defensively. They came back and had a great stand.
3 and out. McKelvey will punt it for Beaver Falls. And we're going to get a flag thrown here. And our referee tonight.
Substitution, maybe?
I think you might be right.
It looks that way.
It's going to back up Beaver Falls 5 yards. So this punt is going to be returnable. False start.
Okay.
Yeah. Ellwood City should get really good starting field position out of this, although McKelvey did have a couple of nice punts a week ago at Mohawk. Curry standing at midfield. Wobbly snap. McKelvey punches this one away, and it is a nice high kick that Curry fumbles, and Beaver Falls is there to fall right on it. He went to fair catch it and could not hang on to it. It looked like it bounced off his chest. Ellwood City is going to retain possession, though. How did he get that
ball back? Yeah. Needless to say, the officials were right on top of it. So, be 1st down and 10 at their own 44-yard line. I did not expect that. I thought for sure the Tigers were going to continue this drive after that fumble punt. Yeah, Curry went backwards to try to make that punt catch, and then got far back, and it went down low to try to catch it, and went right off his fingertips.
He is back after a 2-game suspension and already has made his impact in this game. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Smiley out of the shotgun to throw it on 1st down over the middle or over the left side. Palmer McCain the catch, and that is Denari Harris who has the stop for Beaver Falls. Good open field tackle that time.
Yeah, Harris made a great open field tackle there, because if he doesn't, Palmer McCain's going a long way with that ball down the left side.
It's a 3-yard pickup. And Denari Harris saving more there. 2nd and 7. This Ellwood offense, they'll run it this time. Palmer McCain a hop step, and he gets popped as he gets right through the middle of the field that time. That was Christian Dawkins who had the stop for Beaver Falls. That'll bring up 3rd down. This is where they struck on their last drive on 3rd down, and it was about this distance too.
Yeah, it was.
3rd and 6. Got Waters to the top of your screen, Gilchrist at the bottom. Now they'll switch everybody around. Curry comes back in motion this way. He'll be in the slot near side. Smiley on 3rd down. Looks over the middle. Pass is caught, and it's a 1st down for Ellwood City. Meach Taylor makes the stop for the Tigers, and that is Luciano Gagrick who has the 1st down pickup for Ellwood City.
Yeah, big 3rd down pickup there. Give credit for Smiley staying into the pocket, looking around, and finding Garrick for that 1st down pass.
Under center this time is Smiley. He will hand it off. Palmer McCain. And they're going to gang up on him as Malachi West has the stop for the Tigers. You know that's going to be a focal point tonight. Anytime he touches that ball, they're going to be all over him.
They're guaranteed there's a spy on him on each and every play, where he's at and what he's up to. And that got to be part of your defensive signals. And look, when you're facing a running back of this caliber, you have to pay attention to where he's at all times.
Just a 2-yard gain that time for Palmer McCain. Second leading rusher in the WPIAL as Smiley will throw it on 2nd down. Steps up in the face of pressure, has room to the outside, and Dawkins another solid open field tackle by this Tigers defense to bring up third down.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get to the edge there. It looked like he made a nice move to get outside, but you got to give the defense of the Tigers credit. Another nice open field tackle, bringing up this third down and long here on its 3rd down and 8 with just over 2 minutes here to play in the first quarter.
Dawkins didn't play much defense last week, but he is out there by necessity tonight because of the shortage. No Beaufort or Anderson, as we talked about, to lead things off. 3rd and 8 from the 42. Smiley, little dump off over the middle. It's Gagrick. Gagrick with space left side. He's tackled around the 35-yard line, and he should have enough for the first down. Kenny Jewell wraps him up that time, and he is going to be just short of that stick, it looks like.
35-yard line. 1 yard short of the line to gain. 4th and 1.
Well, this is a scenario where you got to look at McCain and expect him to get the ball here on 4th down and 1.
They are going to go for it. Kreutzer this season has not attempted a field goal. Tight formation. Palmer McCain will push forward, and he will have the first down for the Wolverines. Nice gain that time of 4.
4th down and 1 is about moving bodies, and you got to give credit to Ellwood City Wolverines offensive line. They moved bodies on that play and gave Palmer McCain plenty of room to pick up that first down.
And not something Mohawk had success with last week. They really struggled to run the football last week against this big interior line. Dan Bradley said tonight he felt really confident his team could run on them if they wanted to. Handoff, Palmer McCain, right side, cuts back, and EPM is inside the 30 to the 28-yard line as Domino Sims, the stop that time for Beaver Falls runner. A minute to go here in the first quarter, 4-yard gain.
And it might be the last play of the quarter. We'll have to see. Yeah, just about same on the play clock as on the time clock. Looks like they're going to try to get the play off though here.
They are going to try to. There is a play clock on the far side of the field, so Smiley can keep an eye on that. Trips top of your screen, Smiley. And we got movement everywhere. This time in a little flop up front by Logan McClyman as the center.
We're going to get an encroachment against the defense here.
Yeah, it looks like it is. Good call on Beaver Falls. Second penalty tonight on the Tigers.
Now they don't even have to run the play once they start riding the clock. And that might be the end of the quarter.
That should do it for the first quarter. Excellent start to this one from Geneva College here tonight in Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. 8-6. Beaver Falls in front. Come on back for the second quarter. You're watching high school football coverage on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapy. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Nuvie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Congratulations to our first LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor the Ellwood City Boys Cross Country Team as a September LCAP Team of the Month. Congratulations to Coach Nathan Brown and the Ellwood City Cross Country Team as our inaugural LCAP Team of the Month.
Second quarter underway here at Geneva College. 8-6. Beaver Falls in front of Ellwood City. Elijah Palmer McCain carried to start things there. He picked up the first down for Beaver Fall, or for Ellwood City, I beg your pardon. Actually, they marked him. No, they did give him the first down.
Yeah, they did.
He's got 6 carries for 15 yards tonight. So that penalty benefits Ellwood City. Palmer McCain in motion out to the far side. Smiley looks that way, flings it down the middle of the field as a man, and he is going to be tackled inside the 5 to set up first and goals. As Sean McKelvey with the touchdown saving tackle that time, and that was A.J. Grinnan who had the catch for the Wolverines.
Yeah, great. Again, right down the seam. Smiley find them at the 5, and they take it inside the 5 down to the 2.
Ellwood City in the red zone. Make sure you stop by the red zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all of your county sporting apparel needs.
Sporting goods. Touchdown here, Palmer McCain.
Yep, custom apparel and embroidery and more. Elijah Palmer McCain in the end zone for the touchdown, and Ellwood City has taken the lead with 10:51 to go until halftime. See if they go for 2.
They will.
Yep, they will line up and go for 2. Gagrick in motion, handoff Palmer McCain right side, and he is going to be in. Yes, he is for the 2. So Ellwood City gets both extra points there. They take a 6-point lead, 14-8. 10:51 to go until halftime. You're watching live coverage of high school football on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Palmer McCain, a touchdown run, a 2-point conversion run. Ellwood City with a 14-8 lead here as we just start the second quarter.
Joseph's Marketplace in Newcastle, your favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Check out their cafe and bakery section and place an order to go at josephsnc.com.
Kreitzer with the onside kick, and the Wolverines get it over on their sideline as they race down the field on special teams. Boy, their special teams has been on point here in this first half.
Yeah, you got to give it up to Ellwood City, throwing the hand grenade early here with the onside kick and saying, hey, we're going to keep that ball and try to get right back into the scoring column here. And it does look like our shootout might be in the process of happening here with 10:48 remaining here only in the second quarter.
Stay tuned. Coming up at halftime, it's the LGKG halftime show. Your insurance company is not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George are. Visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation. 10:48 to go. In the first half, Ellwood City takes back over after that 12-play drive a moment ago. They hand it off. Elijah Palmer McCain, his best run of the night, and he's going to get gang tackled by Beaver Falls as he gets to the 41, call it the 40-yard line for a gain of 5.
I think the message has been sent to the Tigers, gang tackle him at all costs. Everybody knows when number 2 gets the ball.
He's had a workman-like night so far, 8 carries, 21 yards. But it's been effective. He has been an effective runner.
Yeah, and it's
early on.
Really what it's done is open up Smiley's opportunity to throw the ball, who has been really on target here tonight.
Declan Gray, top of your screen, trips bottom, handoff Gagrick this time to the 40. And we get a late flag after the play is over. Malachi West and Kenny Jewell to stop for Beaver Falls. That's a 1-yard gain, penalty pending here.
Coming up at halftime, it's the LGKG halftime show. Your insurance company's not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George are. Visit them online at lgkg.com for a free consultation.
It's going to be a personal foul on Beaver Falls, and that'll be their third penalty of the night.
16 yards down the 25-yard line. First and 10, Ellwood City from the 25.
So Ellwood City is going to get the first down to the Beaver Falls 25.
Got to cash in when you get these type of opportunities, just outside the red zone.
You're not kidding. Gagrick in motion, handoff. Palmer McCain stutter steps there momentarily, and then the big guy in the middle, Damian Lee, gets hands on him for a short gain that time. Give Palmer McCain 2. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it's kind of gut check time for this Tigers defense. They gave up a 12-play drive where they lost the lead on, and then now the onside kick, and here they are staying on the field for an extra series. And they have them just knocked out, or I should say the Wolverines are just outside the red zone. So a big second and third down possibilities coming up here for this Tigers defense.
Ellwood City also going with Drake Davis at tight end. He has played a lot here in this first half. That'll be a timeout assessed to Dan Bradley and Ellwood City. That timeout
is brought to you by Ponch's Insurance. Make sure to take the time out to save money on your insurance. Call agents Dan Ponch's, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings. Get started today. Visit them online at ponchasinsurance.com.
Big thanks to them for all their help. We'll take a timeout as well. 9:18 to go here in the first half. Ellwood City driving. You're watching live coverage of high school football on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Back here at Geneva College, 2nd and 8 for Ellwood City. Now Smiley will put it in the air, looking deep down the middle, and that's going to be almost intercepted by Meach Taylor. Playing that center field, made a nice break on the ball.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised the Hanky didn't come out on that one. I thought they might get some offensive pass interference, as it looks like they got tied up in the end zone. He pushed the defender down to the ground as the ball came up short and almost intercepted there by the Tigers.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 for Ellwood City. Trying to capitalize after that onside kick, the penalty. Smiley, they hand it off. And that run is not going to be enough.
It's going to bring up a big
first
down.
It sure is. And decision time here. Christian Dawkins, another stop for Beaver Falls.
Now give Ellwood City's, Kreitzer a great kickoffs this year, but I don't think this is in her range. You're talking about a 37-yarder from this range.
Has not attempted a field goal this season, so they're going to leave the offense on the field to the 20-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 5, 2 to the top of your screen. Smiley out of the shotgun. He's got Gagrick in a wing. Smiley to throw it. 4th down. Smiley out of the pocket, looking, keeps it alive, lofts it downfield, and he could not connect with Gagrick on 4th down, and that'll turn it over to Beaver Falls with 8:24 to go in the first half. And that officially doesn't go as a turnover, but a turnover on downs, and that change in possession is brought to you by Madur Bonner Law. Make sure you protect your possessions. At Madur Bonner Law, your community firm with a personal connection and individualized service with flexible appointment hours. Madur Bonner Law has a team of experienced lawyers and staff always ready to help.
Give a lot of credit to the Tigers defense as they tightened up once the ball got inside the 25-yard line, and they were able to get the turnover on downs and get their offense back on the field, who's had a long break.
McKelvey is going to stay out there at quarterback. He's got Rawl in his hip pocket. He'll hand it off to his big bruiser, and Rawl left side, or rather right side, is just going to carry everybody. Dante Pierce with the tackle, but not before Raw picks up a big first down for Beaver Falls with 8:14 to go in the first half.
Yeah, huge run there. Got 13 yards, 14 yards on the carry. Did a great job on that. And again, that is Tigers football, just kind of ground and pound.
He's got 55 yards on 7 carries. He'll get it an 8th time. And we're all stacked up this time. Whole bunch of guys. Declan Gray, a couple of others in there as well. On the stop for Ellwood City. Give Ethan Patterson a half a tackle there as well. And that'll bring up a second down for the Tigers.
You know, the Tigers only throwing the ball one time here tonight, so I really don't think we're going to see the ball in the air here. However, maybe try something different. Maybe roll someone out and give them the option of the whoever's playing quarterback to run or throw. Just a different look.
Isn't it funny how you read these things about these teams in the preseason about, well, we got this guy that can throw, and then Pugh, who's in there at quarterback now, is just going to keep on handing it off, and why not? Another first down for Beaver Falls.
Yeah, you know, that's the fun thing about preseason. You work on so many different things, and you're saying, well, we got, a guy at quarterback we really believe in. We want to use our athletes and it'll be more 50-50 type game. And when the season progressed, you ended up, most coaches go back to their bread and butter.
Yep. All that talk in the preseason about the 3 quarterbacks and Nick Nardone not knowing who was going to be his starter, and then all 3 play against Blackhawk, and this guy can do one thing and this guy can do another thing, and here we are. The one who can throw hasn't attempted a pass tonight. They'll hand it off again. Raw left side this time, and he is going to get into Ellwood City territory to the 48-yard line. Caden Daccio had the tackle for Ellwood City.
And that's even more interesting there is that's the 3rd play on this drive, and that's the shortest run of the 3, and it went for 7 yards.
Beaver Falls 5 first downs. Sims, who's been instrumental in their run game here in this first half, comes out momentarily. 2nd down 4, 5:54 to go in the first half. Beaver Falls down by 6. And it's still Pugh in there, the New Brighton transfer. High snap, and this play is going to get blown dead.
Yeah, first opportunity, it looked like they were going to throw the ball, and they get a false start, stopping it before it begins. Let's see what Coach Nardone tries to do here now that he shown the thought of throwing the ball here on 2nd down. Now it's going to be 2nd down and long. So does he stay with the pass, or does he go back to his bread and butter, which has been really successful here tonight?
It's going to back him up 5, bring up 2nd and 9. Take the ball back across midfield, back into Beaver Falls territory at their 47. Pugh hands it off. Raw, left side. Sidesteps a man, lost the ball, and he is going to fall right on it at the 47.
I tell you, the ball is taking some good bounces for both teams here tonight when it's been loose on the fumbles.
It's going to go as a 6-yard gain and a recovered fumble for Raw. Dominic Hogue had the stop for Ellwood City. Clock continues to maneuver under 5 minutes now till halftime. It is homecoming here tonight, so we'll have those festivities for you at halftime. Raw, the carry right up the gut. And he looked like he was trying to bounce to the outside. Declan O'Brien, the stop.
That was a workmanlike run there by Raw. Not only was he able to get into the secondary, but he was able to get extra yardage after the initial hit. And it'll be 1st down and 10.
12 carries, 85 yards for Raw in the first half. 4.5 to go. This methodical drive for Beaver Falls continues. Good crowd on hand here tonight, too, both sides. Raw, another carry, popped in the middle, breaks to the outside, and will save a couple of yards. Declan Gray comes up with a stop. Good job by Raw to keep that alive.
We have a new award that we'll be giving out. It's called the Team of the Month, LCAP Team of the Month Award. So many great ways LCAP is improving lives here in Lawrence County. Head Start, Pre-K, Counts program, and children under 5 can receive free quality preschool at various locations around the county.
2nd down and 9 for this Tigers attack. Rawl stays in the game. Pugh stays in at quarterback. Motion is Meach Taylor. They'll give it to him on the sweep. Taylor to the outside.
Great
nice
pursuit.
job. Excellent job by Ellwood City. Declan Gray and Meach Taylor a little slow to get up. Twiddell also was in there for the Wolverines, and that'll bring up 3rd down. Loss of a yard.
Let's see what they choose to do here. As we mentioned, they haven't thrown the ball other than one time, and that was really kind of like a halfback throw. I know it was out of the Wildcat, but it wasn't your traditional quarterback throwing the ball.
Brickner is going to come in at quarterback for Pugh. 3:02 to go. And no sense of urgency here for Beaver Falls. They just keep it moving here with facing a 3rd and 10.
Tells you they're probably thinking 2 plays.
And
got a timeout?
Timeout called by Beaver Falls and Nick Nardone with 2:50 to go.
And that
in the first half.
Timeout is a Ponce Insurance timeout. Visit PonceInsurance.com to request a quote of your auto, home, business, or life insurance. Get the best rates and customer service by calling local agents at Ponce's Insurance. Visit them online at PonceInsurance.com.
$2:50 to go in the first half, and Beaver Falls trying to tie this thing up.
You can get a preview of the upcoming games across the county each week by tuning into the LC SportsNet Preview Show podcast delivered by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Give Penn Ohio Bottled Water a call for your 3 and 5 gallon water cooler systems. Get cases of bottles delivered to your home. Let Penn Ohio Bottled Water do the heavy lifting and bring the refreshing water to your door.
So we get all this sorted out here with the timeout. Nardone talking to one of the officials down there about something. Beaver Falls, again tonight, has a chance to win its 700th game. They fell short last week when Mohawk stormed from behind to beat them. But they would be, again, the 21st program in Pennsylvania history to achieve 700 wins if they can do it here tonight. Pugh back in a quarterback. He'll take off and run up the middle. A lot of room. Good block by Rawl. First down, Beaver Falls, as Daccio saves the touchdown. But Pugh, another big run for this Beaver Falls offense down to the 23-yard line.
A design keeper there by the quarterback, and once the C's parted up the middle, he took full advantage of it, getting that first down and putting Beaver Falls with another 4 downs opportunity.
Pugh stays in at quarterback. Rawl gets it this time. Up the middle. Rawl bouncing around a bunch of guys. And a good gang up that time. Walters, Gray, and a couple of others in on the stop for Ellwood City. It's a 3-yard gain for Rawl. He's brought his hard hat tonight. 90 yards here in the first half on 14 carries.
Let the law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George. Keeping promises over years. They are a sponsor of our halftime show.
Minute 44 away from that. Beaver Falls in the red zone. Knocking on the door here with 1:34 to go. Pugh right side. Pugh a lot of room. Popped at the 15. And a good run on 2nd down as Declan O'Brien racks up another stop.
Yeah, I was going to say O'Brien made a nice move, cut back inside, made contact, and prevented that first down from happening here for Beaver Falls. And that is going to be key here on 3rd down and 2. Can this Wolverine defense make a stand as the Tigers are in the red zone?
This patience by Beaver Falls paying off here in this lengthy drive. Rawl again, up the middle, Rawl into the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver Falls. 15-yard run for Rawl. He's over 100 yards. And Beaver Falls back on the board with a chance to take the lead with 53 seconds to go in the half.
And as they were in the red zone, make sure to stop by the red zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. Sporting goods, custom apparel, and embroidery and more. That is the red zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock.
Nick Nardone's going to talk about it here with 53 seconds left. It's not necessarily a throwaway two-point try. You obviously want to take the lead here, but you know, you're tied, 2-point lead, 1-point lead. What difference really would it make at this point?
No, you want the lead, bottom line, and that's what you have to figure out what you want to do here. And this, you know, that's why they took the time out to talk it over to figure out what is best. Obviously, like you said, you're in a good scenario, you're tied. So you're not trailing if you miss. But anytime you can take the lead in a ball game, obviously you want the lead. So very important decision coming up here.
As we mentioned, Beaver Falls with a chance to go to 700 wins here tonight. Top 5 all-time in Pennsylvania history. Beaver Falls started playing football in 1904. Mount Carmel, number 1. Easton is number 2. Berwick 3. Steelton High Spire is 4. And Aliquippa is 5. Aliquippa and Jeanette both have 776. And Aliquippa Jeanette tied at 5. But they both have 776 wins going into play tonight. Newcastle, Washington, Clareton, McKeesport, and Greensburg-Salem are the other WPIAL programs that have eclipsed 700 wins already.
Here we go.
They will go for 2 with Pugh at quarterback. And Denari Harris is in the backfield. They'll hand it off. Harris scampering to the outside. Harris and the lead right back to Beaver Falls. Now we do have a flag down and a hold on Beaver Falls, so that's going to negate the 2-point run. So we'll have to try it again. Good design, though, on the play.
Yeah, it worked out well. Unfortunately, it worked out so well that they held on the player before he could get to the edge. After the game, we'll announce tonight's MVP game brought to you by MVP Insurance. Get into the game with MVP Insurance, where the coaches' clients get better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win.
Now, Elwood City has to accept that penalty because otherwise you decline it.
Yeah, they get
you
2.
Give up the 2. So they'll try it again here, and they'll back this up to the 12.
And they bring in, I believe, a different quarterback, right?
Pugh is in there again.
Oh, okay.
And Rawl is now the back. Pugh going to roll out, backside pressure. He flings it. Harris the catch, and able to negate that 2-point try. That is Dante Pierce, who has the stop for Ellwood City with 53 seconds to go here in the first half.
And we'll take this time out. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Back here at Geneva College, 53 seconds to go in the first half, tied at 14 after that touchdown by Beaver Falls. Nate Toney to kick it away for the Tigers. Palmer McCain, one of the return men for Ellwood, and they'll have a chance here. That actually hits Pierce, and he is going to have a solid return. Tried to follow a block there by Palmer McCain. Christian Dawkins, another stop there on special teams for Beaver Falls, and 45 seconds left. You try anything here with 45 seconds left? You got the weapons.
You got, with Smiley at quarterback, you definitely have the guys to get out on the seams. We've seen it down the middle a couple different times. I think you have to at least try on the first couple downs and see how Beaver Falls reacts to it.
And they will operate out of the shotgun here on first down. Smiley 2, bottom of your screen. Appears to be changing the play out there. 2 timeouts for Ellwood left. Smiley flings it, and that is going to be caught by Michael Walters inbounds. The clock's going to continue to run down to 34 seconds.
Beaver Falls' touchdown drive was 12 plays, capped on a 15-yard touchdown run by Rawl, and the 2-point conversion was no good, making the score at 14 all. That drive summary is brought to you by Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's favorite own and grocery store and coffee shop.
Smiley hands it off. Palmer McCain and Malachi West leading the charge that time for
They're going to run out of time
Beaver
here.
Falls, and they are just going to let the time wear down, and that is how we will end the first 24 minutes. Good first half here from Geneva College as Beaver Falls leads. Ellwood City comes right back. They take a 1-score lead. Beaver Falls ties them up right before the half with a lengthy drive and a lengthy touchdown run. So we got a good one here tonight from Geneva College in this 2A MAC battle. 14 apiece. You're watching high school football coverage on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
You are now tuned into the Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George halftime show on the Lawrence County SportsNet, featuring performances by your marching bands and recapping the action from the first half of the game.
Halftime here at Geneva College, 14 apiece, Beaver Falls and Ellwood City, as you're watching live coverage here on the LC SportsNet. We'll take a listen to the Ellwood City Wolverines band. They're on the field. It's also homecoming here tonight, so we get Beaver Falls band out there as well, and then it sounds like we'll have the homecoming festivities for you here at the half as well. Good one in front of you tonight from Geneva College. Enjoy halftime.
Unified Youth. Alana works as a hostess and waitress at Yolanda's in Chippewa. Her future plans include attending a four-year college and studying business. Alana is escorted this evening by Deontay Wade F., son of Brenda and Aubrey F. of Beaver Falls. Miss Alana Summers. Our fifth and final senior tonight is Miss Kiara Wingo, daughter of Casey Wood of Beaver Falls. Kiara is a 3-year member of the National Honor Society and currently serves as the chapter president. She's a high honorable student and was selected as the Rotary Club Student of the Month for November. She was also voted as a finalist for the George Bush Citizen Award. Kiara is a member of the varsity cheerleading squad and varsity volleyball team. Friends of Rachel, Access Club, the Black Student Union, and Spanish Club. After graduation, Kiara plans to attend school to become a cardiothoracic surgeon. Her escort tonight is Sean Young. He is the son of Miranda Washington and Sean Young Sr. of Beaver Falls. Miss Kiara Wingo. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 2023 homecoming court. At this time, I would like to welcome back the reigning homecoming queen, Miss Ramsey Blair, daughter of Rachel Blair of Coppell. Ramsey works at grade 8 in Beaver Falls and is studying X-ray technology at the Community College of Beaver County. In just a few minutes, Ramsey will crown the new queen. Ladies, if your name is called, please hand your flowers to your escort and step forward. Please congratulate this year's homecoming scepter bearer, Miss Alana Summers. Next, congratulations to this year's homecoming crown bearer, Miss Deanna King. Ramsey, will you please take the crown? Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you the 2023 homecoming queen of Beaver Falls High School, Miss Kiara Wingo. Congratulations to our homecoming court. Thank you to the following people who helped make our homecoming a success. Jim Carbone, Mr. Robbie Good, and the Tiger Marching Band, Mr. Doug Rao, Mr. Dave Boyd, Mrs. Jackie Sabona, the varsity cheerleaders, Scott Key, and the Beaver Falls Police Department, the Beaver Falls Football and Cheer Boosters, and the Corvette PTA. Thank you so much for your kind attention.
You've been watching the Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly and George Halftime Show, presented by the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly and George, serving the Newcastle area for 90 years. Be sure to stay tuned to the Lawrence County SportsNet for third quarter action coming up after this message from our sponsors.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project. Halftime show here from Geneva College. Your insurance company is not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George are. Visit them online, lgkg.com, for a free consultation. 14-14 here between Ellwood City and Beaver Falls as we get set for the second half. Quick recap of the scoring in the first half. Bricks Rawl, a 16-yard touchdown run, gave Beaver Falls an 8-0 lead, and then Ellwood City comes right back on third down on their first drive of the night, a 63-yard touchdown pass from Chris Smiley to Daylon Curry. They did not get the two-point conversion, so it made it 8-6, and then another Ellwood City touchdown. Elijah Palmer McCain, a 1-yard run set up by a Smiley pass, gave him a 14-8 lead. Then just before the half, with about a minute to go, Rawl scored a second time. Quick look at the first half statistics for Beaver Falls. All their offense has been on the ground. Rawls is the best rusher in this game statistically tonight. 15 carries, 104 yards, and the 2 touchdowns. Beaver Falls has 174 yards of offense. You factor in 30 yards in penalties. They've done all of their offensive work on the ground time. They've attempted 1 pass. They've played 3 quarterbacks. None of them have completed one, and they have 174 yards on the ground.
Yeah, they've done everything they wanted to do offensively in a sense of running the ball. Shocking they haven't thrown the ball a few times just to try to keep the Wolverines off balance, but they really didn't have to. They've spread the field when they wanted to, and they've opened up one-on-one situations and spaces for them to run through, especially the quarterbacks in the draw situation. So they've been very successful. When I say quarterbacks, I'm talking about even the Wildcat position, because they've been really in position to be successful throughout this night running the ball. But more of a 50-50 type scenario is Ellwood City, who has really relied on Smiley's arm really to come up with the big plays, but they continue to give the ball to Elijah, Palmer McCain, give him an opportunity, and he has been workmanlike is the best word I can have for it. And that's the key. He got the 1 touchdown on the 1-yard run. He has the 2-pointer. He's been workmanlike. I mean, I don't think his biggest run today was 7 or 8 yards, but it wasn't much more than that.
Yeah, you're right about it. You're exactly right about that. His biggest run of the night's 5 yards, but it's been effective.
Yeah,
it's been effective.
But that's what they need to do
within the confines of their offense. I was going to say, Tim Continenza and Eric Thomas with you here, I was going to say about Beaver Falls, too, they have had no ill effects from the guys that are not playing for them today. It's almost as if less is more in their case. It's a more simplified offense. They might not have the personnel, but their offense hasn't missed a beat here tonight without their 2 stars.
No, they haven't. And what's really surprising me, and I'll go back to the stat that you had, that their entire offense has been on the ground here tonight. They've attempted 1 pass, and that fell incomplete. And it wasn't a pretty pass by any stretch of the imagination. But more importantly, I'm really surprised they haven't really done any quick little bubble screens or just throw out to the wideouts just to try to extend the play in a sense and get a long handoff type scenario. But that obviously it's been working for them. So give them a lot of credit for what they wanted to do here tonight. And I'm impressed with Beaver Falls. I knew this game had a couple different storylines, but we've seen both teams being able to go down in the field. I think one of the keys to this game in the first half is the onside kick. What a great call. They got the recovery, but unfortunately for Ellwood City, the drive stalled around the 22-yard line, and they weren't able to get into the end zone and take advantage of the back-to-back opportunities with the ball. But that was a big stand there for Beaver Falls defense, who was on the field a long time between that 12-play touchdown drive prior to the onside kick for Ellwood City.
And a look back at our keys to the game brought to you by Works in Progress. Call Joe Red at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting project. We said about limiting the big plays in the first half. Well, there really wasn't any big plays as far as Ellwood City is concerned, as Pierce is going to return the kick to start things here in the second half. And that's just simply because Beaver Falls hasn't really had that many explosive plays in their own right.
No, they haven't.
Nope, they've just had to go pretty basic with their offense. And in the first half, Ellwood City, who is going to start things here in the second half, Smiley, pretty efficient, 6 of 8, 110 yards, touchdown pass. Palmer McCain has 10 carries for 26 yards, and Curry has the 67-yard touchdown reception, 11 rushes for 25 yards total, and 135 yards of total offense for Ellwood City. But we're tied. They have the ball first, and we're underway here in the third quarter. Smiley will operate out of the shotgun on first down. Pumps, quick throw, far side, nobody there.
Yeah, miscommunication there. He thought one of his receivers is going to go out wide when the defense passed him by, and while he stayed short looking for the quick release where he can take it upfield.
So I bring up second down for this Ellwood offense. And again, Palmer McCain has had he's got a lot of work in the first half. 10 carries, 26 yards, and he does have a touchdown. But it's the effectiveness of that 26 yards. It might not seem like a lot, but he has done his work. Slings it over the middle.
I think it's
Smiley, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete, yeah. I thought for a second there
Curry, the intended
Pugh
receiver,
was going to come down with that interception there as he dove for the ball.
And we had a stalemate to conclude the first half. Ellwood City trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and 10 here from their own 21. Just 14 seconds into this second half. Beaver Falls sort of took the life out of this joint with that lengthy drive. I mean that in a good way, as they just seized all that momentum. Little pump, Smiley looks, little dump off over the middle, nobody there. 3 straight incompletions to start the second half for Ellwood City, and they'll have to punt it away with 11:42 to go.
Yeah, not the start they were looking for, not the start they had in the first half, but we'll see how they react here after punting the ball away on a 3-and-out.
Beaver Falls is trying to win here for the first time in October. 700th win at stake as Harris bobbles the ball, picks it up at midfield, and he's going to get crunched right there. Walters and also Daccio.
Yeah, not a surprise to say Daccio on special teams. He has really performed well here for the Wolverines in that capacity. Masters Builders and Craftsmen, family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. Their extensive contract experience, design capabilities, and creative processes allow us to keep any project and meet any challenge, building our community for 70 years.
So here is Beaver Falls for the first time on offense in the second half. We'll see who's going to come out at quarterback. It was Sean McKelvey who started things. We've seen Caden Brickner, we've seen Gary Pugh, we've seen Bricks Raw out of the Wildcat. It will be Pugh to start things here in the second half. Blackshear top of your screen, Harris bottom, just outside of the 45 of Ellwood City. Handoff Raw, no surprise, left side, finds room, gets to the 40, still going, and he's inside the 40-yard line on a first down run. Daccio, another tackle for this busy Ellwood City linebacking core, but another first down for Raw.
Yeah, Raw is just workmanlike. Keep turning the wheels. Do not go down. Keep moving those feet. Yeah, good things can happen. He showed it on that run there for the Tigers.
It's his second longest run of the night, 14 yards for Rawl. He's up to 118 tonight on 16 carries. 1st and 10, Beaver Falls. And we get a whistle. And
I think we got a false start.
Yeah, Nick Nardone not happy about that.
Or did they get a timeout ahead of time?
I
don't see a flag.
Yeah, there's no flag. I thought they might have called a timeout.
Well, the scoreboard doesn't show the timeouts properly, but.
Interesting. Nick Nardone is not happy about it.
Illegal sub. Okay.
Move back 5 yards to the 36-yard line.
That's a
first down and 15 to go.
So it's going to back up Beaver Falls 5. That is their 5th penalty of the night. Pugh, high snap, hands it off. Harris, lot of room, makes a man miss. Denari Harris down the sideline, touchdown Beaver Falls. No flags, a 35-yard run, and Beaver Falls has the lead.
Yeah, once he got to the edge, it was just a matter of his foot speed beating the Wolverines defense to the end zone, and he did just that, 35 yards. Once he got outside, he got to that edge, there was nobody in sight. It was just him keeping his feet moving and getting to the end zone.
I give Nick Nardone and his offensive staff credit for dialing that up. That's the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Harris in the backfield tonight. 10:39 to go here in the 3rd, and just like that, there's that big play we said that Ellwood City had to stop. They go for 2. Rawl up the gut. Rawl into the end zone for the 2-point try. So with 10:39 to go in the 3rd quarter, Denari Harris a 35-yard touchdown run, bricks Rawl the 2-point conversion, and Beaver Falls has taken the touchdown lead. We'll take a timeout. 10:39 to go. You're watching live coverage of high school football on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Back here at Geneva College, Eric Thomas, Tim Condonenza, as Beaver Falls goes right down the field. Denari Harris, they have an 8-point lead. Nate Toney will kick it away for the Tigers. Squibber is going to one-hop into Hoag's hands. Hoag trying to find room right side. Gets to the corner, and he turns up the sideline and ridden out of bounds just shy of midfield. So excellent starting field position for Ellwood City. We'll see how they respond here after that touchdown.
A 2-play touchdown drive, 45 yards, capped on a 35-yard touchdown run by Harris. This drive summary is brought to you by Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Specials daily at the New Cafe and Bakery. Follow them on Facebook to see what's cooking today. Joseph's Marketplace, family-owned and operated since 1915.
Smiley in the second possession for Ellwood City. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll go on the ground here with Palmer McCain and Malachi West. The big fella up front, 5'10", 235-pound junior. Palmer McCain just won that time.
It's going to be a big drive here for Ellwood City after having a 3-and-out their first drive here in the second half and then giving up the quick touchdown here to Beaver Falls. This is going to be an opportunity to at least get something drive, get some momentum going, get your defense off the field for a little extended time.
Yeah, they're going to have to sustain a drive here for sure. Their defense has been on the field a ton the last couple of minutes. Big pass down the sideline intended for Walters. And Smiley has started the second half 0 for 4.
Master Builders and Craftsmen, GEMS, family-owned and operated general construction for 4 generations. They extend their construction experience and design capabilities and create a process and allow you help with any project to meet the challenges, building our community for 70 years.
Third down and 9 for Ellwood City. See big Jacob Jessamine jog off the field that time for Beaver Falls. They sub in. They don't have Samari McCoy. We've talked about that. He is out indefinitely for this team. That's going to be a big boost when he's back. 3rd and 9. Smiley looks. Smiley trying to air it out, directing traffic, takes off and runs, stumbles. Smiley to 50, and he's into Beaver Falls territory, but taken down by Michael Blackshear about 2 yards shy of the sticks with 9.5 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, this is kind of gamble time on 4th down and about 3 here for Ellwood City. They may punt the ball away, but I won't be surprised if they choose maybe to do something unique and go for it, just because they're trailing by 8 and they need to get, like I said earlier, keep that defense off the field, give them a chance to regroup.
Now, at least momentarily, they are going to go for it here with Smiley coming back out there on offense. They go a little 5 sub in out.
Tight formation.
Very tight up at that line on 4th and 2. Big conversion here for Ellwood City. They're trying to draw them off sides, and they'll go. Palmer McCain, he's not going to get it.
Now he's going to be about a half yard short.
Gets a yard, but not enough. Kenny Jewell, who's having a big night on defense for this Tigers team, comes up with a stop.
And that turnover on downs is brought to you by Moderna Bonner Law. Make sure protect your possessions at ModernaBonnerLaw.com, your community firm with personal connections and individual service.
Nick Nardone fired up after that one. The Ellwood City native. He is really trying to get his team back in the right frame of mind.
Wait a minute, they gave him the first down.
They did give him the first down.
I'll be darned. I apologize.
That was an awfully generous spot.
Well, they got a false start now, so they're going to back up 5 yards here.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was definitely shot short, and shame on me for looking down and doing some stats and not paying attention.
Yeah, I was doing the same thing.
And Spencer here was nicking at me, telling me, hey, pay attention what's going on in the field.
Yeah, that was an awfully generous spot.
Yeah.
Now we're up top, so obviously the side judge.
We got another flag.
Yep, on
Is
the
this
Beaver
going to be a
Falls.
sideline warning possibly?
So they would have a better vantage point than we did. Palmer McCain had a good head start on that
Did,
run.
and they pushed him back, so they probably gave him forward progress that we couldn't quite see from our vantage point.
So we'll give him credit for 2. That is a monster conversion for Ellwood City, brought to you by Castle Asphalt. Castle Asphalt provides commercial and residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, or commercial line striping. Visit castleasphalt.com for more information and to request a free estimate. And you, sir, are correct. It is a sideline warning on Beaver Falls. Nick Nardone, if he has a voice tonight after this is over, I'll be stunned. He has been vocal all night long.
Well, there's a good discussion going on here around the 45-yard line, trying to get confirmation of what the flag was about and how they're enforcing it.
He's still on the field, and the referees aren't even set. Players are lined up and ready to go as everybody gets situated here on 1st and 15.
They must have picked up that flag.
No, they haven't marked. They picked up the sideline warning flag,
Okay.
but the 5-yard penalty still assessed to Ellwood City for the false start. Palmer McCain, right side, can't get around the corner as Bricks Rawl is there with a big stop, along with Zashawn McKelvey.
You can feel momentum kind of shifting here in the third quarter towards Beaver Falls, especially coming out at halftime with that big score, and now defensively making stops here, not allowing Elijah Palmer McCain really to get anything going on the running game, and it's now 2nd down and long coming up here for the Wolverines.
Stays 2nd and 15. Christian Dawkins racing back out onto the field in place of Jacob Jessamine. Smiley out of the shotgun, will put it in the air, slings it near side, pass caught 50. Curry, and he is tracked down by McKelvey and Dawkins, who just came into the game for a short gain. Didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Coming up after the game, we'll announce the Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Seasonal allergies or changes in weather can affect how you feel on a daily basis. Headaches, joint pain, sinus pressure, even congestion, all can alleviate by chiropractic work. Call Mainly Chiropractic to schedule your appointment today.
They do give Curry 5 yards. It's 3rd and 10. Smiley to put it in the air again. Pressure coming. He steps up, going to sling it again, and he can't connect with Hogue as he was on the run. And that'll bring up 4th down with 6:44 to go.
I would probably think you got to be playing field position here now after last time you went on 4th down just across the 50-yard line. This one's going to be 4th and 10, and it looks like the punting unit is being set in here for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Declan Gray will do the honors. Gray averaging 32 yards a punt. He has not landed one inside the 20 this season. That one is headed that way.
Yes, it is, and it should do the trick.
It will. It's almost on cue as he puts one right at the 16-yard line. That's where Beaver Falls will start. 1st and 10 with 6:37 to go in the 3rd quarter.
After the game, we'll announce today's MVP of the game, brought to you by MVP Insurance. Get in the game with MVP Insurance. Home, auto, life, liability insurance, and more. Visit MVPINS.com for more information and a free quote today.
Let's see if this Ellwood defense can get a stop. You said it. All that momentum is on the Beaver Falls side right now. As Pugh will hand off. It's Harris again. Near side. Harris sideline.
Oh, my.
Harris cuts back, and he is dragged down from behind by Ethan Patterson. Another touchdown-saving tackle, but Harris gets all the way to the 50, and a huge 1st down with 6:29 to go in the 3rd.
This rushing attack is just starting to get its gap going, and once it gets into the open field, the speed here of the Tigers is showing some real hard thing for the Wolverines to defend.
He's got runs of 34 and 35 tonight. And this is Rawl, and Rawl rumbling inside Ellwood City territory as Hogue takes him down, but another Beaver Falls 1st down as we come under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, it's just a matter of now all rushing attack here by the Tigers, and we got another timeout, a Pontius Insurance timeout. Make sure to take your time to save your money on your insurance by calling agents Dan Pouches, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings. Get started today. You want to take? Let's take a 30-second timeout. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. The BMF Tax and Financial provides businesses and individual tax prep, advising, and consulting. With over 10 years of experience, BMF Tax provides you with big firm expertise with small firm service.
I'm Brandon Fisher, owner of BMF Tax and Financial. Together, we will help you get a better understanding of your taxes and build a relationship along the way. At BMF Tax, I want to take the stress away from taxes and allow you to focus on what you do best.
Call or visit bmftax.com to set up a free consultation. BMF Tax and Financial. Taxes made simple, life made easy.
5:47 to go, 3rd quarter. Beaver Falls in front by 8. And they have the ball inside Ellwood City territory at the Wolverines' 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Pugh will hand off. It's Raw, and he's going to gain 2 on 1st down.
There's no need for referrals to visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy. Come in for a 15-minute consultation. Save those unnecessary trips to the doctor's office. Don't wait months to start feeling better. Notice the difference after the first visit. Call 724-856-3683, and they'll get you into the office within 48 hours.
2nd and 9 for this Beaver Falls attack. It's been all on the ground tonight, and it has been effective to the max. They go now. This is McKelvey to the outside, and he slips as he gets down to around the 25. They're actually going to mark him out of bounds at around the 27.
Tackle by Deontay Pierce for the Wolverines after going down to the
Dante Pierce, the tackle that time. He's got 54 yards rushing on 6 carries. Does Harris, or McKelvey rather. Remember, he started as the quarterback tonight. Pugh has done most of it here in the latter part of the second quarter into the third quarter. Hand off, it's Harris this time. Again, that play to the right side, and he is going to have a first down as Hogue will take him down inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, Harris' speed is getting him to the edge, and he's been able to turn it upfield just about every time he does it, and he gets big gains. That one close to 9 yards.
Going to officially mark him at the 18-yard line.
second down and 1 following the 9-yard gain.
He's having a big-time night carrying the ball as well. Just 3 carries. Here's Raw, the workhorse. Bounces to the outside. Raw trying to turn the corner. Cuts back. Bricks Raw to the 5. Stays on his feet inside the 5. And that will set up first and goal for Beaver Falls on a 13-yard first down run for the Tigers offense.
And the Tigers are in the red zone. Voted the best in Lawrence County for uniform supply and silk screening. You can find the red zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock.
And off up the middle, and fighting for that goal line is Raw again. He's only going to have 3 that time. Second and goal for Beaver Falls. Raw 20 carries and 149 yards tonight. He is looking for more, and he's looking for his 3rd touchdown. He is in the backfield with Pugh on second and goal. Sims in motion, snap, Pugh hands it off to him. Good job by the Ellwood City defense. They popped the ball loose, and they're going to say Beaver Falls recovers.
That is like the 4th or 5th time we've seen the ball loose, and the defense unable to make the recovery for both teams. They'll lose a yard on the play.
1 yard on the play. 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
It's a long drive put together here by Beaver Falls.
Another one. They've had a couple of them tonight.
Yeah.
Pugh. This is Harris to the outside. O'Brien had him. He reverses field. Harris sidesteps to the corner. Harris.
Short, I think.
And he is going to be just outside the goal line. Got back to the 1, so it's a gain of 1. All that running around for 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Yeah, he was holding that football like a loaf of bread as he was trying to reach it out to the goal line, to the pylon, and just couldn't quite get there. He'll bring up 4th down and a goal from inside the 1.
Yeah, it will be 4th down. Brickner is going to come back in at quarterback for Beaver Falls. So they continue the musical chairs. Brickner under center, trying to go off the right side. And I don't think he got there.
They're not signaling touchdown. They're going to say he's short.
Ellwood City.
No, there's a touchdown. There's a single in the corner. I think they gave him the touchdown, the far official on the left-hand side.
Yes, they did. A late call on the touchdown. I'm not sure what took a while to decide that. The Ellwood City defense is fuming mad. But a late call, and Brickner gets in from a yard out. And Beaver Falls has a 2-score lead.
The next generation of physical therapy is here. Health in Motion is the only PT clinic in Lawrence County to use newbie stimulator technology. Get better, faster, health in motion. Reduce your times on the sideline by adding 70% to your visit. Health in Motion in Newcastle. Visit them on Facebook for more information.
So Beaver Falls will go for 2 again. Jules in the backfield with Raw this time. McKelvey at quarterback. He'll keep right side McKelvey, and he will punch his ticket for 2. And that that will extend the Beaver Falls lead. They have just been in control of this game
in the second half.
And the second half, and really from the latter stages of the first half when they had that lengthy drive right before halftime. It's now 30-14. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school football coverage on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
(30-14), Beaver Falls in front of Ellwood City after that touchdown run by Caden Brickner. Late call by the officiating crew on that one, but nonetheless, Beaver Falls in control here with 2:22 to go in the third quarter.
Wow, Union is up there leading out to 27-0 over Northgate.
Big showdown next week with Southside. James Dotson and I will be there next week. So you and I or James and I?
I'm not sure, to be honest. We have a flag as the ball went out of bounds.
See if Ellwood City opts for a re-kick or if they just take the ball
at the 35. I imagine they'll take the ball there.
That's where it looks like they will start. Regardless, next week, that is a big showdown next week in single A.
Yep. After that long drive, it was Brickner for a 1-yard touchdown plunge and a 2-pointer there by McElway, and it made it 30-14 with 2:22. That drive summary is brought to you by Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop.
And next week, Mohawk, Western Beaver, and Union and Southside. Those are monster games next week. Smiley will throw it on first down, looks, nobody open, he waits. Now he's going to fire it deep down the field. And
jump ball, he caught it.
Picked out of the air by Walters, and a much-needed play by this Ellwood City offense. Sean McKelvey had a chance at the interception, but Walters just out-jumped him.
Yeah, he was just waiting for that ball. It became a jump ball, and that ended up being a,
30-yard gain.
Yeah.
And Walters high-pointed that one. He is at 6'6", a foot taller than McKelvey, so he was able to adjust and make a great play.
Well, that's what Ellwood City needed to get some momentum. They've lacked that this second half. See if they can capitalize here and try to cut into this lead here by the Tigers.
It's just the 6th first down for Ellwood City tonight. They tacked on a penalty after this play, it looks like.
Yeah, they did.
So it takes the ball down to the 13. Smiley puts it in the air again, and there's some contact there with McKelvey and Walters. Those two mix it up again.
Yeah, a little high on the pass, and a little discussion there between the defensive back and wideout after that play, but goes incomplete, bring up second down.
Deshaun McKelvey having a busy night. 2nd and 10 inside the red zone for Ellwood City. Make sure you stop by the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs, sporting goods, custom apparel, embroidery, and more. Voted the best of the best in Lawrence County. 2nd and 10 for Ellwood City. $1:57 to go in the third. There's that matchup, bottom of your screen again with Walters and McKelvey. We'll put it on the ground this time. Palmer McCain gets a little head of steam, and then he is taken down at the 9. Christian Dawkins, the tackle for Beaver Falls. No surprise that this Ellwood City offense needed a jump start, and they got it from Smiley's arm.
Yeah, and it's really been their offense tonight. What they could use now is a little EPM to maybe add a little juice to this offense.
And after a week after a record-setting performance, They've been slowed somewhat here. Smiley to throw it again. Third down, he's got room. Smiley trying to tuck it and run. He's upended by Harris.
He's going to be close to getting a first down on that run.
And I think he might.
I think he may have it, depending on, yeah. Well, that's going to be really close where that spot is.
You got to go for, you're going for it either way.
Yes, you are, but well, I would ask for a measurement just to say exactly where I'm at.
They bring in big Jacob Jessamine, those Beaver Falls, to plug that middle.
Well, there's Elijah time if you're Ellwood City. And that's the offensive line. It's going to come up big. You got to move bodies, as I like to say.
Bringing the extra blocker with the tight end.
1 to go.
Smiley under center, tight formation. They blow the play dead. Timeout called by Beaver Falls with 37 seconds left in the quarter. And they have a 16-point lead.
And that Pontius Insurance timeout. Get the best rates or customer service by calling local agents Dan Pontius at Pontius Insurance. Visit them online at pontiusinsurance.com and request a quote for your auto, home, business, or life insurance. We'll remind everybody about our podcast. You can get a preview of the upcoming games across the county each week by tuning into LC SportsNet Preview Show podcast presented by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Let Penn Ohio Bottled Water do the heavy lifting and bring refreshing water to your door. Stay refreshed by enjoying hot or cold water at a click of a button. Enjoy a cup of coffee with our bottom-loading water cooler option.
So 37 seconds left to go here. We're coming up on the playoffs. Both these teams appear safe as far as qualifying. And again, in this Midwestern Conference, it's just been a fantastic race this season. Beaver Falls won it last year 7-0. They will not win it this year. As Smiley, they're going to little brotherly shove, push.
Yeah, they're going to need it.
And they are not. Let's see where they spot it. We got fooled last time.
Trying to see where the official is. That's going to be it's going to be a measurement, I think. I know they got to get to that line. I can't quite see if they got there because where the ball's at.
Well, they are going to measure. Palmer McCain says yes. From where he's
they only needed about a football length to get there.
Of course, Palmer McCain is going to say that they got it.
I wouldn't expect him, to say
no.
It's Beaver Falls, not ECs. Yeah, nah.
Sticks out for the first time tonight in the second half.
But you got to give credit to this Tigers defense. They really have taken that part of the offense away from Ellwood City here tonight. Palmer McCain has not been a huge factor. He's been workmanlike, but he's not been a huge factor.
They got it.
By the tip of the nose.
Yes, they did, by the nose of the football. So Ellwood City converts on fourth down. Another big Castle Asphalt conversion. Castle Asphalt's been in the paving and construction business for 15 years, using top-of-the-line equipment and resources to guarantee that your job is done correctly and efficiently. Innovative methods combined with years of experience. That's Castle Asphalt. So first and goal for Ellwood City with 14 seconds to go here in the third. And they will line up with Gagrick and Palmer McCain in the backfield. Big Drake Davis is in there as the extra blocker on the right side. Handoff, EPM, bounces to the outside, turns upfield, spins. He's in the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's his second touchdown of the game. He's been workmanlike inside the 5. And when they call upon him, not only did he get that first down, he got that touchdown there. 3.7 seconds remaining here.
Big touchdown run if Ellwood's going to work their way back into this game. Down by 16. They will go for 2. Makes sense here, down 16. You'll need 16 points, 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions, so you might as well try to cut this thing down to 8. Smiley, and they're going to call a timeout. Will Dan Bradley and Ellwood City. Reminder about the upcoming playoffs at LC SportsNet. We're proud to offer over 100 high school broadcasts to watch live or archive for free. However, come playoff time, that is no longer the case. as video broadcasts for the WPIAL postseason games are now available exclusively on the NFHS network. Now, we are an affiliate of the NFHS network, so while we still can cover our county athletes, but those broadcasts will be exclusively on their website, which is subscription-based, so you will have to pay to watch those games live or on tape delay. This is the only way you'll be able to watch WPIAL playoff games this postseason. We hope to offer audio-only broadcasts for free to go along with these pay-per-view video streams, but we need your help to make it happen. Message us on social media or email Network General Manager James Dotson for more information. It's just a couple weeks away.
Yeah, it is the fastest 10 weeks in football. There's no question. Or on the calendar, you want to say it.
Right, man.
And a blink of an eye, it goes from August to the end of October. The next thing you know, we're in the playoffs.
Wrestling season, basketball season, then it's track. Smiley to throw for 2.
He has a man open.
And it's Waters in the back corner of the end zone, and he got it. So, with 3.7 seconds left, all of a sudden we got a one-score game yet again. EPM, a 2-yard touchdown run, and then the 2-point conversion from Smiley to Walters, and it's 30-22. You're watching high school football coverage on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Back
here put them on camera.
At Geneva College, it's Eric Thomas, Tim Continenza with 3.7 to go in the third quarter. It's a one-score game again as Ellwood City gets a 2-yard touchdown run by Elijah Palmer-McCain. Converted that big fourth down. Caitlin Kreitzer will punch it away. This is returnable near the 20, and it's Harris. Harris ahead of steam. Harris right up to midfield, and he is met smack dab in the middle of the field by Elijah Palmer-McCain. And that's where Beaver Falls will take over, 1st and 10 as we end the third quarter. So a game controlled by Beaver Falls for the most part in the middle 2 quarters. But Ellwood City gets a big one late, and it's only an 8-point game as we go to the fourth. You're watching high school football coverage on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Fourth quarter underway here from Geneva College as we got a good one here in the final 12 minutes. Beaver Falls with an 8-point lead. They have the football. They'll start 1st and 10 on their own 39 for this drive. It'll be Gary Pugh at quarterback, and that workhorse Bricks Rawl in the backfield with him. Harris, McKelvey, and Blackshear near side. It's Meach Taylor top of the formation. Timeout called by Nick Nardone to start the fourth and final frame.
And that is another Pontius Insurance timeout. And I'll also give me a chance to tell you about LCAP, Medical Assistant Transportation Program. LCAP can assist you with mileage reimbursed for medical appointments or even assist in signing up for door-to-door transportation provided through ACTS. The Learning Tree is a child care center, quality child care service available throughout the county for children between the ages of 6 weeks old to 5 years old. Some of the great services that LCAP provides for Lawrence County.
Just underway here, first play of the final quarter. That was a huge touchdown by Ellwood City to close the third. They needed that in a big way. Now they need a stop. As Pugh hands off, raw. Wow. It's going to go nowhere as Perry DuBois is the first guy through. The big 340-pound sophomore makes his first stop of the night.
And that will definitely qualify for our newbie play of the game. And the next generation of physical therapy is here. Health in Motion, the only PT clinic in Lawrence County with newbie stimulator technology on that newbie play there. First play of the game for him.
Bricks Raw, 149 yards. The last 2 carries, he's had negative yardage. Pugh to throw it. Pugh near side, overshoots Blackshear.
Well, we haven't seen that very often.
That's only the second pass attempt tonight by Beaver Falls. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 14.
Third down and 13 from 35.
Also got some other personnel in there too as Trent Schilling comes in defensively for Ellwood City. So they're starting to mix in some depth here. He's going to line up at the outside linebacker spot, bottom of your screen. Just get some fresh legs in there. It's been a tough night for this Ellwood City defense. They have had to withstand this power rushing attack. Brickner in at quarterback now. He'll fake it, throw near side, catch in and out of the hands of Harris. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might go to Harris, and unfortunately was unable to bring that one in. And it'll bring up 4th down, a punting situation. This is a turning point in this ball game here for Ellwood City. Not only did they score that big touchdown they needed in a 2-pointer, now trailing by 8, they're going to get the ball back after a 3 and out.
Declan Gray had the coverage that last play. This is eerily similar to what Beaver Falls went through a week ago at Mohawk when they were in control really from the latter stages of the second quarter in the third quarter, and then all of a sudden the final 9 minutes.
High
snap. McKelvey gets it. Pressure by Waters. Waters is going to drag him down at around the 25-yard line.
And that will be definitely a Melee Chiropractic play of the game nomination. Wow, what a defensive play there by Walters, coming up big on special teams. The special teams tonight for Ellwood City has just been superb.
They really have. I mean, Kreitzer with the onside kick earlier, the coverage on the kickoffs. You know, that stop is predicated by the high snap, but still, you have to make the play if you're Walters, and he was able to stretch that 6'6" frame and get a huge stop, and now in plus territory for the Wolverines. Smiley hands off. Palmer McCain up the middle. He'll have 2 that time. Give him 1, actually, and that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, it's been tough running for Palmer McCain here in the second half, but they got to continue to use him. He's such an important part of the offense. You know, you have to show him to give Smiley opportunities to find his wideouts, which he's done here tonight.
16 carries from Palmer McCain tonight, just 37 yards, but has that monster touchdown to close the third quarter just a few minutes ago. Smiley to throw it on 2nd down. Looks, airs it out. Far side has a man. It is incomplete.
Oh!
Looking for Hogue, and he had him, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, he was wide open, and Smiley put it right out there, a little stretched out. He tried to make a diving Superman-style catch, and just off his fingertips, unable to bring it in.
3rd down and 9. What do you do here on 4th down if you don't convert this?
You know what? You got to think that this is just 2-down territory. You don't have to get it all at once. If something breaks open, go for it. But you can get 5 or 6 yards here and bring up 4th down and go for it.
Smiley in the shotgun on 3rd and 9 from the 24 at Beaver Falls. After that big special teams play. Smiley to air it out. Pocket collapses. Flings it near side. Palmer McCain, a lot of space. Palmer McCain, 10-5. Palmer McCain, touchdown. 10:15 to go. And it's a 2-point try away for Ellwood City to tie this thing up.
We've been waiting for EPM to make a play tonight, and he doesn't do it on a rushing play. He does it on a flat screen, and he has wide open spaces in front of him as he goes the distance to get that touchdown. And now Ellwood City trailing by the 2-pointer.
How big is that special teams play? Mere minutes ago on that punt. We said it, McKelvey had a nice night at times last week punting the football, but the high snap, and it's gotten awfully quiet on this Beaver Falls side. As for the second week in a row, they have seen a fourth quarter lead evaporate. Smiley looks, going to throw it over the middle, and there's contact. Wanted Gagrick, but it falls incomplete.
One of the officials got run over on that play. Looks like he's okay.
So the 2-point conversion fails. It's 30-28 Beaver Falls. It was 16 points a minute ago. And now all of a sudden we got us a 2-point game. You're watching high school football coverage on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
2-point lead for Beaver Falls with 10:15 to go from Geneva College. Been a great night for football. It's been an even better second half, but for the second week in a row, Beaver Falls finds itself in a little bit of hot water here late in a contest. As Kreitzer will kick it away. This one up in the air and returnable. Blackshear far side. Blackshear with space. Blackshear in the open field with Kreitzer to beat. Blackshear gets by her. Blackshear down the sideline. Daccio trailing. Blackshear won't be caught. Touchdown, Beaver Falls.
There you go, 75 yards on a kickoff return.
Unbelievable.
Another nomination here for our chiropractic play of the game. Great plays usually involve great teamwork, and one of the main advantages is Maley Chiropractic. This team has aspects of 3 doctors, Dr. Maley, Dr. Agrio, and Dr. Browser, all learn from each other with new tricks of the trade to keep you feeling the best.
2 touchdowns in about 30 seconds. You know, now the only downside of that is your Ellwood City's offense has a little bit of momentum, and they're going to go right back out on the field. But they still have to play catch-up. That's the key. That's
a huge 2-pointer coming up.
This is massive to make it a 2-score game again. Brickner hands it off.
Oh, what a play!
And Harris is thrown to the turf. Twiddell is the one who gets in there to make the stop.
Another nomination. We got a lot to choose from tonight. Both offensive, defensive, and special teams here tonight. But wow, what a huge play to keep this at 36-28.
10:03 to play from Geneva College. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching high school football coverage on LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
8-point lead for Beaver Falls after that Michael Blackshear kickoff return for a touchdown. Ellwood City going to go right back out on the field. It's going to hit and go out of bounds, and the flag will come in for the penalty, and Ellwood City should they take the penalty, will start at their own 35-yard line.
GEMS Master Builders and Craftsmen is bringing value to local craftsmanship and expert management to projects. Their services includes construction facilities management, design build services, general construction, project oversight inspection, and design review and budget estimates. Visit gembuilders.com for more information.
Smiley's been up and down here in the second half, but he has kept his team alive. Palmer McCain's had a workman-like night, 16 carries for 37 yards, but a big touchdown. Here comes Smiley on first down. Got to fling it deep down the sideline, and it's incomplete.
Looking for Walters there, and he had a step on the defender. Just a little too far there, led there by Smiley's pass. But there's a lot of time left in this game. 10 minutes here to play, Eric. We've already seen 2 touchdowns in basically less than a minute. Who knows what we're going to see in the next 10 minutes.
And an exciting, it was a great first half.
And the second half, just as good.
It's gotten that good for sure. Smiley in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. We'll put it in the air again. Pocket collapsing. He slings it near side. Palmer McCain, a lot of room. Palmer McCain, first down. Up near midfield. Tackled there by Bricks Raw.
I think they found a way to get Palmer McCain involved, and that is the second screen pass. We're seeing him out to the right side, getting the ball with open field in front of him, getting big plays, and a first down on that play.
Palmer McCain's had a couple of huge receptions here in the second half. First down for this Ellwood offense. Smiley in the air again. Big time pressure coming from West. Smiley just going to chuck it out of bounds on his sideline, and that'll save the yardage, bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice play there by the quarterback. Not only getting flushed out, looking downfield, but recognizing that he's out of the pocket. All he has to do is get it past the line of scrimmage and save the yardage, and he does a nice job of that and bringing up 2nd down here for the Wolverines.
Palmer McCain, 3 carries, has almost as many receiving yards tonight as he does rushing. And you are right, that was a wise play by Smiley to keep that yardage. Throw it here again on 2nd down over the middle. It's intercepted. Gary Pugh had it in his hands and couldn't hang on. That's the second time tonight that a Beaver Falls defender had a surefire pick and couldn't hang on.
Yeah, his intended receiver was Dom Hogan. Smiley's pass sailed on him, and the defensive back had it right off his hands, unfortunately, showing maybe why he's a defensive back and not a wide receiver there, and unable to handle that errant pass there by Smiley, but bring up 3rd down and long here for the Wolverines.
That is Smiley's 21st attempt tonight. Might he have attempt number 22 here on 3rd and 10? He will. Little loft it, far side. Waters cut down, and a great job by Zashawn McKelvey once again in that open space, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Ellwood City's going to have to go for it here with 9 minutes to play.
Yeah. Right at their own 49-yard line. They picked up 3 on that play. They were looking for a little bit more, just couldn't get Walters loose after he caught the ball. And it's going to be a huge call coming from the bench here for Ellwood City.
4th and 8. And the way Beaver Falls has run the ball tonight and chewed up clock, you don't know if this is the last time you're going to have it or not if you're Ellwood. Got to convert on 4th down. Smiley lofts it. Near side, Palmer McCain. And it's incomplete. Coverage there by Blackshear and Meach Taylor. And that will turn it over on downs to Beaver Falls with 8:33 to go in the contest.
Huge defensive stand there by Beaver Falls, getting the 4 and out as that turnover on downs is brought to you by Moderna Bonner and Law.com, your community firm with a personal connection for individual service. With flexible appointment hours, Moderna Bonner Law has a team of experienced lawyers and staff ready to help. With a local firm with deep ties in the community. That's ModernaBonnerLaw.com.
Brickner is going to go back in a quarterback for the Tigers as they take over just inside Ellwood City territory with 8:33 to go. Trying to put this thing on ice. Little end around with Harris near side. Harris dragged down by Daccio as he gets to the corner. And that's going to bring up second down.
Yeah, he has been so good getting to the edge and turning upfield. He got 5 on that carry, and Harris has done that so much here tonight. This is really a challenging time here for Ellwood City's defense, knowing that they're trailing the game 8 minutes and are playing on a short field as this drive started at their own 49-yard line. So they're going to have to be looking maybe to try to make a strip here, try to get that ball back, because you don't expect them to put the ball in the air at all.
Nope. Only attempted tonight 3 passes, all 3 incomplete. Pugh at quarterback now. He will run it right side. Pugh gets right through the defense, and he is going to have enough for the first down on a gain of 5. Meach Taylor is down again. Declan Gray had the stop for Ellwood City. Meach Taylor is just giving it a go tonight. He missed last week with an injury, but he is just gutting it out tonight. Pugh is out. And it's going to be Brickner back in. Boy, you don't see often in high school football the mix and match of 2 quarterbacks, let alone 3.
Yeah, hardly ever. And then you add in the Wildcat formation that they've been so successful with today.
Brickner, low snap, gets it to Rawl. Somehow Rawl, and a good run on first down by Rawl.
You know, that works like a draw because of the low snap. You know, Brickner went down and picked it up and then handed it in front of the running back, Rawl, and he rolls upfield for a 7-8 yard gain.
Brickner stays in at quarterback. Gets his offensive plays from Nick Nardone, his head coach.
32-yard line. 2nd and 3 to go.
If there is a guy you could trust running 3 quarterbacks, it is a guy who played the position himself against the team he's trying to knock off tonight. Hand off, Rawl, left side, big space for Rawl, rumbling downhill, bricks Rawl inside the 5, dives, and he's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 3.
Wow.
And give him to the 2-yard line. It's a 30-yard pickup for Rawl and another first down.
Yeah, Rawl's making a statement here tonight, running the ball here for the Tigers.
25 carries for 182 yards tonight. Brickner on 1st and goal from the 2. Why not? Raw, middle, touchdown. He got you down there, you might as well give him a chance to complete it.
Yeah.
And he does once again with 6 minutes to go. And that might be just enough for Beaver Falls to get win number 700.
I think it very well may. Now they're up 42-28 with still the 2-pointer to be attempted here. And with just 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter, it's going to be, it looks like a very, very memorable senior night here in Beaver Falls.
They will go for 2, and this is crucial because this will make it 16. Again, Raw up the gut, and he's going to get stood up.
Yeah, going to be a little short this time.
So it's going to stay at a 14-point lead. Not insurmountable, but there's 6 minutes to go in this one, and Ellwood City's going to have to strike pretty quick with 6 minutes to go. You're watching live coverage of high school football on the LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Sophia Cavelli of Neshannock Golf as the September LGKG Female Athlete of the Month. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Jay Rona of Mohawk Football and Golf as September's LGKG Male Athlete of the Month. Congratulations and best of luck to Sophia Cavelli and Jay Rona, your LGKG Athletes of the Month.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Nate Toney to kick it away for Beaver Falls, up by 14. Little pop-up kickoff will be fielded and returnable by O'Brien. Denari Harris, the stop for Beaver Falls there, and that'll bring the Ellwood offense back out on the field with 5:55 to go, trailing by 14. Again, not insurmountable, but they're going to have to get some points here in a hurry if they're going to come back a second time.
Quick drive there by Beaver Falls, capped with a raw 2-yard touchdown run. And that drive summary is brought to you by Joseph's Marketplace. Specials daily and the new cafe and bakery. Follow them online on Facebook and see what's cooking today. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
Smiley out of the shotgun on first down, just outside or just over midfield in Beaver Falls territory. Puts it in the air on first down. Down the middle has Gagrick. Gagrick, great catch and a first down for Ellwood. So there's the big play on first down that they needed.
Yeah, Gagrick just going right down the seams. They did that in the first quarter and had some success. We haven't seen it much here in the second half, but they were able to go right down the seams here, getting it down, just knocking it outside the red zone.
27-yard pickup and a first down. Smiley in the shotgun again on first down. They need a quick score. Smiley looks over the middle. Hogue, that catch. He got popped by Pugh. And that's going to be close, and he should have another Ellwood City first down. So they are moving the sticks here pretty quick.
And Ellwood City is in the red zone. Visit them on the red zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sport apparel needs, sporting goods, custom apparel, and embroideries and more. That is the red zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock.
Trying to score very quickly. Palmer McCain up the middle, and he's going to get met in the middle. Christian Dawkins and I believe Jacob Jessamine in there on the stop. Actually, that was Damon Lee who was in there. 2nd and 8, 2-yard run for Palmer McCain.
Creative Edge, where your design and construction comes together with experience, fully licensed and insured architect and construction management service, schematic designs, construction documents, permits, construction management, and meets all your building project needs.
2nd and 8 after that 2-yard run. Smiley looks, pressure, unloads, and he can't find his man Gagrick, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, he was looking for an outlet. Found Gagrick at the last second to avoid that big loss, but it falls incomplete. Huge 3rd down coming up here for Ellwood City. Again, you can get a first down inside the 5, so what you're going to really think about here is just a play to gain even 3 to 4 yards here and bring up 4th down and have that opportunity to keep this drive alive. Obviously, if something's big open, you got to take it, but you don't necessarily need to think that way.
Gilchrist, bottom of your screen. It's Waters, top of your screen. 3rd and 8 from the Beaver Falls 10. Need a touchdown, does Ellwood City.
There's a stoppage play.
Yep, going to get blown dead.
Must be a false start here.
John Dudo signaling the penalty against Ellwood City.
That's a crucial penalty there. It goes from 3rd down and 8 down to 3rd down and 13. So that really changes kind of your needs here. You really need to pick up yardage. More than anything, you want to get closest you can to that sticks. But if the touchdown play is available, you got to take a strike at it.
Smiley steps up, fires, end zone, and out of the reach of his intended receiver. That was Gagrick once again. It's going to be 4th down with 4 minutes to go.
Smiley a lot of credit. He's trying to thread the needle between 2 defenders there and almost did it completely. Gagrick made it great reach out for the ball, just a little too far in front, but a nice read there by Smiley. Now 4th down. So obviously, again, inside the 5, you get down to the 3, you can keep this drive alive. It'll be interesting to see if they try something short and try to get to the 3, or will they go straight to the end zone here on this from the 15-yard line.
Smiley 12 of 27 passing tonight. needs it here on 4th down. 4th and what might be their final crack at it here. Smiley steps up, airs it out, end zone, intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by Sean McKelvey.
McKelvey, excuse me. Yeah, McKelvey just stepped right in front of that. It was Smiley's pass. Probably the first time we've seen it underthrown here tonight. And McKelvey just was in right position to make that play and get that ball turned over to Beaver Falls here with 3:54. And that turnover is brought to you by ModernaBonnerLaw.com. With a local firm with deep ties in the community, visit ModernaBonnerLaw.com to see how they can serve you.
So Beaver Falls is 3:54 away from win number 700 in school history. And they can wrap that up finally. Wanted to get it last week, had a really good shot at it last week. Felt they should have hung on to it last week, couldn't. Rawl, the carry. Boy, he has just been a load tonight for this Ellwood City defense.
And Ellwood City right now, their whole thought process is not even just make a quick tackle, but try to strip that ball because they got to get it back offense to have a chance. They can't allow Beaver Falls to run out the clock as we're down under 3 minutes and 30 seconds here to play in the fourth quarter.
192 yards on 27 carries for Bricks Raw tonight.
That's getting the job done here for the Tigers.
Down to 3:15 to go. Brickner stays in a quarterback. Sims in motion. Handoff, Rawl again. Got met right away by Twiddell.
Big third down here for Ellwood City's defense. 3rd down and 2 coming up. You got to make the play if you're Ellwood City just to have the thought of forcing a punt.
1 yard on the play. 32 from the 28.
There is certainly no shame in this one for Ellwood City. I think they know, win or lose this game, where they stand and what they've been able to accomplish here this season alone. I mean, they're closing in on a winning season. They're closing in on a playoff berth.
Yeah, something they haven't done in a very long time.
Exactly. Is Raw going to get the carry again? Got by
nice
one
move.
defender, and he is going to keep the legs working and pick up the first down.
That may just seal the deal there.
Daccio had to stop, and that will be another Beaver Falls first down. Mark the ball at the 33-yard line, so a gain of 5 that time.
You got one timeout left here for Ellwood City, so it's going to be when do you choose to do it. In the meantime, the play clock continues to roll down at 15 seconds left on that.
These Ellwood City Wolverines have trusted the process under Dan Bradley. It's paid off. Good gauge of where they are tonight is Raw. Another carry. He's over 200 yards rushing, and he's going to get across the 40. Good run on first down. Twiddell, another stop with 90 seconds to go.
Well, if you're Ellwood City, you have to get into the backfield here. Can't allow them to get that first down. If it is, this game is completely going to go into the column for Beaver Falls. And this is a challenge. Got to move bodies for Beaver Falls. Just all you got to think is first down, game's over.
Ellwood City is still going to factor into this MAC race, too, because they get Neshannock next week. So that is a huge game next week. Is Brickner will hand off Rawl again. Bounced off one defender.
Oh, he's going to break it.
And he is in the clear. Palmer McCain, he stiff arms him. Palmer McCain will drag him down from behind, but another big run and another first down, and that one's going to ice it with 46 seconds to go.
Yeah. All they do is got to go in victory formation here to end tonight's ball game. But a big ending, and started the same way as the game started, with Rawl just doing his job. What a performance here by Bricks Rawl here tonight.
31 carries for 239 yards. And his best run of the night comes on his final run of the night, as Beaver Falls is going to win this one tonight, 42-28. And that is win number 700 for this historic program in Beaver Falls. You know the names like Namath, Jim Mutzcheller, Joe Lynette, all those guys coming through this Beaver Falls area, the program. 700 wins. They are the 21st team in Pennsylvania history to win 700 games. And just add to the list of legendary WPIAL programs like Aliquippa, Jeanette, Newcastle, Washington, Clareton, McKeesport, and Greensburg-Salem. Beaver Falls now a part of history. Congratulations to the Tigers on win number 700 tonight.
Wow, what a job done here. What an impressive performance here at home. As we did get that shootout we thought we may get between these two schools. And what a way to do it, all on the ground. I mean, it's just phenomenal rushing performance led by Raw, and everybody, that offensive line gets a lot of credit for what they achieved here tonight.
Look, this is why they have been in 3 straight WPIAL championships. You're down 2 key starters. You're down your best lineman who has started every game in his career up until the recent weeks. And what do? You come out here tonight and you put it all together for a historic win. And
next man up.
Do so, exactly, and do so in a way in which you were tested once again in the fourth quarter, but you had that medal and you rallied and were able to put it together. And listen, hats off to Ellwood City, too, because, again, these guys know exactly where they stand and what they've accomplished this season. There is nothing to be ashamed about with the performance tonight. They're going to be a big factor these next couple weeks. Again, Neshannock next week. That's a huge game.
Oh, it is.
For Neshannock, that's a huge game for Ellwood City trying to get back in the win column.
Well,
we'll add up the final stats. We'll get you our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award. We'll also give you the MVP Insurance MVP of the Game Award as well. And we'll do it all next on our post-game show. You're watching high school football coverage on the LC SportsNet powered by LCAP.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Did you know that 300,000 people in southwestern Pennsylvania are food insecure, including nearly 80,000 children? Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank is here to meet this need. Through school breakfast and lunch, backpack, and summer food programs, the food bank's mission is to end hunger in our region. To learn more information, get help, or donate, call 412-460-FOOD or visit pittsburghfoodbank.org. Let's come together to make sure no child goes to bed hungry.
After 2 shoulder surgeries, my doctor wanted me to go to his physical therapy, which was out of town, and I chose Washington Center Physical Therapy.
The availability is absolutely amazing. When we call to get an athlete in, we get them in the exact same day.
I see many patients preoperatively for orthopedic surgeries. Those patients who use Washington Center have the best outcomes.
The bottom line is Washington Center Physical Therapy is your best choice for physical therapy.
Call us at Washington Center Physical Therapy, serving the community for over 20 years.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
And then we'll go Smiley for the player of the game.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIAL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games, plus we highlight the night on the Trib Live Roundtable. That's the WPIAL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win, proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Back here in the postgame show from Geneva College as Beaver Falls gets win number 700 in program history tonight, 42-28 over Ellwood City. And let's get you some final stats here, and then we'll get you our play and player of the game for Beaver Falls. They attempted 3 passes tonight, none of them completed. They ran the ball 46 times for 402 yards, including 31 carries for 239 yards from Bricks Raw. All done on the ground tonight. Raw also had 3 touchdowns, and then you factor in a Harris touchdown and a Blackshear kickoff return. That's all the scoring for Beaver Falls. For Ellwood City tonight, Chris Smiley was 12 of 27 passing for 202 yards. He was picked once, and he threw the 2 touchdown passes to Curry and also Elijah Palmer-McCain. Palmer-McCain did run the ball 17 times tonight for 39 yards. The only other guy that carried the ball for Ellwood City tonight was Smiley. He had 4 for 13. And among notable receivers, Curry had 2 catches for 70 yards in his return to action tonight, 3 catches apiece for Palmer-McCain and for Gagrick. Again, nobody caught a pass for Beaver Falls. They did it all on the ground tonight, and it was impressive.
Yeah, it was a really impressive performance. And it came out, with the Wildcat formation on that first drive primarily, not using the 2 quarterbacks that we thought we were going to see from them. We did see them both play quarterback throughout the rest of the game, but that was a nice change up there by Beaver Falls coaching staff to say, hey, let's do something a little different. We'll use our running backs right out of the pistol formation and we run it right down Ellwood City, and they did that in the very first drive.
So our Melee Chiropractic Play of the Game Award, Melee Chiropractic is proud to present the Play of the Game Award to Caden Daccio of Ellwood City. Melee Chiropractic and the Lawrence County Sports Center proud to honor Daccio for tonight's Play of the Game. He'll receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition with tonight's Play of the Game. There really isn't one Play of the Game specifically from him. He was everywhere tonight on special teams for Ellwood City, and special teams was a big factor in this game tonight.
It was a huge factor tonight, and got to be honest with you, it's just he had 3 open field tackles on kickoff returns, and it was just really impressive what he did tonight.
we'll pick a couple of them out for you to put up in the archives. But video of tonight's play of the game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network's standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic play of the game and the full list of this season's top plays, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click play of the game. Congratulations to Caden Daccio for the Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Now, for our MVP Insurance MVP of the Game Award, it's a pretty easy one for us tonight. He was a huge, huge part of a historic win for his program tonight. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game Award to Bricks Rawl of Beaver Falls. MVP Insurance and Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Bricks as tonight's MVP of the game. He'll receive a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's MVP of the game. To view the full list of this year's game MVPs, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Bricks for his win tonight. 31 carries, 239 yards. Best run of the night, the last one of the night, 32 yards to put this thing on ice.
It was really a phenomenal performance here by Bricks. And what will go down in history is the 700 win here for this program, too. What a way to make that exclamation point for the Tigers. And congratulations to Bricks and to his teammates for that big win here tonight as they improve on the season.
Beaver Falls squares its record at 4-4. They go to 3-3 in the MAC. Ellwood City falls to 4-4, and they drop to 2-3 in the MAC. But there is still a lot of football left this season. Now, Beaver Falls is going to end the season with Freedom and Western Beaver, so they should be able to handle. Yeah, they should be able to handle those two games. Western Beaver is going into play tonight, 3-1 in the conference. But this team, it seems like, regardless of whatever anybody has thrown at them, and they learned a lot last week too with the meltdown with Mohawk in the fourth quarter, but they should win out. Ellwood City is going to get Neshannock, which that's going to be a really interesting game next week. And Neshannock at 4-0, 6-1, and going into play tonight. Obviously, the big game in 2 weeks with Mohawk, probably for the conference championship, circled on a lot of people's schedules. Obviously, we're starting to think about that too. Ellwood City's going to have a lot to say about that next week, though, when they tangle with Neshannock.
They will. It's going to be important. I mean, let's face it. This is one of the most competitive divisions in the WPIAL this year, and there's a reason for it. You can see the talent on the field each and every week. You know, what we see here tonight from both schools really proves that point and why it's going to be so difficult for, to find out exactly how you're going to seed these kids. I mean, these teams, it's going to be really interesting when it comes time for playoff and making decisions and where the seeds go and what each team has the opportunity in front of them.
One other game in Lawrence County involving Lawrence County teams tomorrow. Shenango takes on Summit Academy. That is tomorrow. Next week, we got a couple of pretty good ones for you, and there's also going to be the Ellwood City Neshannock game, but we'll have Union and Southside next Friday night from Union. That'll be an excellent game. And then Mohawk and also Mohawk and Western Beaver next week it is.
I don't have it in front of me. I'm going to guess that's who it is.
It is Mohawk and Western Beaver next week. And then they have to turn around, and then they get Neshannock in the final week of the season. Yeah. Again, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Ellwood City's going to have something to say about that next week for sure. But just a handful of – this is what you want. You want it coming down to exactly what it's coming down to the next 2 weeks.
I love October football. It's just so much fun because you just never know what you're going to see on any given Friday night. And we're seeing that right here, in the MAC and just in the WPL and all the schools from Lawrence County. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of great action, and it will continue here as we head towards the final weeks of the season.
Big thanks to all of our sponsors tonight for helping us out in the flow of the game here tonight. And a quick reminder, too, about the playoffs because they're coming up in 2 weeks. At LC SportsNet, we're proud to offer over 100 high school sports broadcasts to watch live or archive for free. However, this playoff season, that is no longer going to be the case with the video broadcasts for the WPIAL postseason games are now available exclusively on the NFHS network. We are an affiliate of the network. However, we still can cover our county athletes and broadcast those games exclusively on their website. However, it is a subscription-based service, so that means you'll have to pay to watch the games. There is a way. The only way you can watch those games is to pay to watch them. We hope to be able to offer an audio-only broadcast for free to go along with those pay-per-view video streams, but we need your help to make it happen. Message us on social media or email Network General Manager James Dotson for more information. That's coming up in 2 weeks, so we need your help to make sure we can get those to you and provide a free stream of the audio side. And then if you want to pay for the video, it's $9.99 a month, or I believe $80 annually if you want to sign up for it. NFHS will have the WPIAL finals. They do have exclusive coverage of the state semifinals, and they do a separate broadcast from PCN of the state football finals. So you'll have all that too if you subscribe to it. But just if you want the free audio, please help us out. We'll try to get that on for you. But we basically got playoff football in the next 2 weeks anyway. So it's gonna be fun.
It really comes down to it. That's what makes October so much fun as we head towards November in the playoffs. But again, all the help and all the support that you can give us gives us the opportunity to bring it here to Lawrence County and others who are around the country and the world listening and watching on LC SportsNet. And Eric, it's been a pleasure. Really enjoyed doing tonight's game with you.
Yep, hope we can do it again. My partner Tim Continenza, everybody working here, the staff here at Geneva College, big thanks to Beaver Falls for all their help tonight as well and getting us set up. Final score for the final time, Beaver Falls a winner tonight. They win program victory number 700 all time, 21st program in Pennsylvania history to do so. They do it by a count of 42-28 over Ellwood City. We will talk to you next week. I'll be at Union and Southside next week. You can tune in for that game, 6:30 pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff from Union. We look forward to bringing you that one, and we'll talk to you then. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.